Welcome to Sherwin-Williams.
Hi there. I heard paints are 40% off.
Yep, and stains too.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. Only at your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store.
Right now.
Well, September 20th through 23rd.
Right on.
Right? Ask Sherwin-Williams, September 20th through 23rd, and save 40% on paints and stains, with sale prices starting at $23.09. Only at your local Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some-exclusions apply. See store for details.
Okay, all right, we're back.
I want to call the guys muscle daddies from now on.
Yes, exactly.
This is a different episode.
Yeah, we just go right.
Frank, I got some edibles in the mail yesterday. I think I should give you some.
Are they on you?
No, they were gummies. But boy, I took half of one last night.
I love edibles, but the only
out.
thing I like to be home because I don't like being in public.
Oh, forget it.
They're strong.
When I do edibles in public, one time I had 2 shows, and I took an edible and I canceled both.
Of course.
Yeah.
You can't do.
One time, Casachano did acid around our apartment, and he had 2 shows that night. One with his ex-girlfriend, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Casatano was he can handle it.
He can
One
do
time
it.
I saw
He did it
Casatano at the Crocodile Lounge when they used to have the mic there. I don't know if you guys ever did that.
Yeah, I did it.
And I gave him an edible, and I took one, and then it hit us, and then we went to Legion, and we did a mic there, and I didn't hear anything on stage. Everything was like humming.
Yes.
And Casatano told me the next day, because I could tell you were high, because I did my set, but I was so fucking wasted.
It's a scary thing, right, Mateo?
Yes.
Mateo was carried out of here.
What was this last
An
week? You did the edibles?
No, it was like a month ago.
About a month ago.
What did you do? What
He
was
went into
it?
convulsions.
Yeah.
Episode. What episode was that?
I thought it was an anti-epileptic thing.
Yeah.
Well, Mateo thought he was having a seizure, and we thought he was having a seizure, and
My body was convulsing though. On the inside.
yes, and he was carried
Just
out
the Wiggly's getting out, you know?
by the 2 most stereotypical Staten Islanders.
You too.
Yes, we carried him out. Now, one kid came in and he's like, bro, you're not even fucking, you're high, bro. And Mateo's like, am I going to die?
This is the guy you need. When you're too high, you don't want somebody being like,
Oh.
actually, it's just your body reacting negatively to the tetrahydrocannabinol. You want a guy being like, bro, you're fucking high.
Do I tell it
Get
like,
outta here.
I tell it like it is, bro, and you're fucked up, bro. All right,
Bro,
Then some
you're
snotty,
fucked up.
then some snotty Italian broad came in. With, they were partners, and she was actually kind of hot.
She was.
What are they, business together?
Well, partners, EMT partners.
Oh.
Steve loves these Bridgerton chicks. We were in Joe
I
Pat's
love
pizzeria.
Yeah.
And so like some
The fucking waitress
some
was
Goomba
walking around
chick
in
comes
her,
in,
you know?
and he was like, "Wow, look at that."
Yeah, no, what's weird? There was like a really hot waitress that served a square pie, and me and Greg turned to each other and go, "They have squares?"
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know.
Yeah, I'm at that point.
Jesus Christ.
No, I took a look.
Finish the story.
I took a look at her ass. We got into it a million times. We
I know.
we told it
whatever.
so many times.
Well,
on
yeah,
here.
see if we can look. Actually, she can go back and listen
I'll
to
go
the
back
episode.
and
You go back and
I'm
listen.
Testicles
curious to
part
hear
2.
about you getting
I wanna-
carried off by 2 Staten Island EMTs.
But you can tell Mateo's getting comfortable.
You
being on,
ain't need to
he's
go
been,
in a
He's been on the
hospital.
show a lot because he actually takes the third host role. He tries to dictate where the show's going.
Yeah.
Stole it from me.
Yeah, he doesn't like that. Yeah, I
You
don't.
two get laid, by the way?
Do,
all right.
well, yeah, I fuck him all the time. Yeah, I do all right.
This is like that
I
kind
don't-
of.
I don't
Would
like-
you fuck your twin?
I don't like. I hate that shit. By the way,
They were trying to do that to me.
What he means to say is, do Greg and Rob have sex?
Yeah, yes.
You guys-
Because we just see you as
Yeah.
comedians. We don't see you as guys.
No,
As real people. Yeah.
I picture
Yeah,
you
I
like
like a lot
having
of-
microphones all the time.
I like black women and Latino women.
Nice.
Yeah.
Greg
I don't like
fucks
Italian
the girl on the
You
night
meet a
coming
lot?
there.
You don't hook up with comics, though.
No,
I would. I mean,
I
like, but
guess
like,
I would, but I find a lot of
Damien Holmes is really handsome.
Yeah, he's really good.
Street porn.
He is beautiful.
It's an
I
honor.
find a lot of female comics. I find them unappealing. I don't think they're funny.
As a race.
And and off stage they're even more unbearing because they try to like be funny off stage. So I'm like, ugh, leave me alone.
I like a lot of them.
You like a lot.
I like a lot of
You dated female comics or no?
I dated a couple, and I hooked up with a few.
Yeah.
I dated one.
I like them.
We haven't heard from her
They're
since.
funny.
I understand she's still alive.
Yeah, that's what I keep
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah, but those Bridget Tuttle girls, they're very nasty. I don't know.
Well, you know.
You like the Italian girls? Well, you
Sure.
probably do well out here.
It reminds me of my dad's side of the family, you know?
Some Italian guys hate Italian women because my cousin heard me say on the podcast that I find Lady Gaga attractive, and he messaged me, "Are you fucking nuts? She's like a Bensonhurst broad."
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
My uncle, we were talking, and he hates Lady Gaga.
Oh.
He's an old Italian guy, and he's just like he thinks she's ugly. I think she's okay looking.
I think she's beautiful.
You love her.
I
Yes.
love her.
Yeah, you're a big fan.
I want to propose.
But you don't think I don't think she could cook or anything like that.
I don't
You
care. I'll
think
cook.
You like that? Yeah.
I'll wait on her, hand and foot. I'll wait on that little bitch. Yeah, she's so fucking beautiful. She's so. I love her.
Well, she's very attractive in that movie. Yeah, very attractive.
I just like her.
Yeah.
I like her on stage. I like her songs. I like her when she's in the interview. I like how real she is. I like how she's not like she seems like a regular person.
And what's her real name again?
Stephanie
something.
Joanne Angelina Germanata.
Love it.
You know, 4 names. She's really actually Italian. She is
Germanata.
Germanata.
Yeah.
She got a nose job though, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Got a little bit
Her
taken off
dad
the
is a
top.
real Italian. There's a documentary about it called 5'2", and they're like the press
Yeah.
finds out where they are, like the paparazzi. So they're looking out the window, and the father's car's parked out there, and they're all like leaning on it, and he's like, "Get the fuck off my car!"
Really? Noah's father is like a real. I think he was in the mob. Brittany Murphy's father.
Oh,
You know that?
She's
Yeah.
Italian.
She's
too,
Italian.
she was, and she was a great actress.
She was great.
I saw her on Broadway in A View from the Bridge, and she was amazing.
Really?
Amazing.
Yeah.
With Anthony LaPaglia and Alison Janney.
Anthony, that's the Australian guy.
Yeah.
You like him?
Yes.
You think he's a good actor?
Uh-huh.
What's his best movie? Because I've never really seen
Betsy's
him.
Wedding.
Betsy's Wedding.
Yeah, he was
that,
great
like
in
the
that.
90s?
Yeah, Alan Alda directed it. It was with Molly Ringwald, Joe Pesci, Madeline Kahn.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's a great cast. Julie
I-
Bavasso, the late great Julie Bavasso.
What is it, like an Italian wedding scene?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to give it a watch.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
really
delicious.
good. It's really, it's an underrated gem.
Yeah.
I went on a date to see that with probably the best looking girl I've ever dated. Her name was Amy. She's a lesbian now, but she was nice. We spent a good 3 weeks together. We went to see Betsy's Wedding
Betsy's Wedding. I got to give it a watch.
at the
I know he
lowest
was
at the lowest 19th Street.
He was on this show on Netflix called Bad Blood with
yeah.
Canadian gangsters. It was
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
Awful show.
There was a good show called The Underbelly about the Australian mafia.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Italians in Australia.
Yeah.
A lot.
But they act just like
All
we do.
convicts.
They act. I mean, they have a different accent,
have the-
but they wear tracksuits and they smack their wives around. It's the same shit.
That's
so
my
weird.
fucking Gumal, mate.
It's like it's cultural.
Oh, you can't.
They love tracksuits.
What's up with these Moulignans?
They like tracksuits.
I can't do it
they slap
Italian.
their wives around.
Why do Italians
that
like?
even sound
Why
like
do
an
Italians like
Italian? That's what
tracksuits so
I'm
much?
I don't know. We have 2 of us are wearing them.
There's a lot of body hair they gotta keep under wraps.
You know, and the one thing we talked about in the last episode, how if I turn down a spot, Mateo will quickly message the producer and say, I'd like to do it. And one of the selling
Maybe I should
points,
do this.
one of his selling points is BTW. I have 9 tracksuits. Isn't that true? Isn't that what you tell him?
So you go up there as the Frank of the Night.
Yeah, but I could, but I do my own set.
I've
You
got
know,
to get
it's
some
funny.
tracksuits.
I was going to say this. Certain people, I have them on the show. Like I had Pontello on the show a lot, and I had him on with Dan Wicks, and Wicks balanced out Pontello. Rubino, I feel like he doesn't only he doesn't balance you out, he ignites you. Like you go even further in, and then you got Mateo here. It's like the two sides of your brains. Like
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Right.
Who balances
The
you?
ego and the id.
Anyone balance you out?
Well, Rubino balances
He
me
balances
out.
out,
He
yeah.
brings me down, Dorothy. He calms me down.
Every time you're about to kill yourself or quit something that
Or
you
kill
shouldn't
somebody.
quit or kill somebody else, I tell you, it's not that big of a deal. You gotta shut the fuck up.
I'm the one who revs him
He
up.
has almost quit his own podcast about 4 or 5
No, I
times.
know.
Twice.
And I have stopped him.
Right.
You've almost killed
I-
yourself a few times. I stopped you from doing that.
But the podcast, this has been a rough week. The downloads are down this week, but I haven't considered quitting.
That's a new, like, you're breaking ground.
Fr-
Like,
Frank
if I was
message-
your therapist,
Yeah.
this would be really a big point for me.
Yeah, Frank messaged me, and I was listening to your show. I listen all the time, and I was cracking up at the show. I got a message like right before Thanksgiving. I'm quitting the show. I quit comedy. I'm leaving the show. And I look at the message. I go, okay, all right. I don't know what to say. And then I go,
I'm so needy.
I go on iTunes.
Yeah, you are.
I go on iTunes. I see he has 3 episodes. I'm like, give it time.
Yeah, this is exactly what I said. I was like, geez.
No, this is what happened.
Yeah.
I did this sit down with Mike Rossini, the show which I created.
Yes.
It got a lot of press. I got a lot of like followers on Instagram, like thousands of followers. Mike Rossini's telling me he's getting 5,000 downloads a week. So I said to Matt Anderson, I said, if I start a podcast, how many fans do you think I get? He goes, you probably have at least 1,000 downloads. So I do the show, and the first week I get 165 downloads. I said, that's it, I'm quitting. 165?
But it's not. But see, for a first episode, it's really good.
But you
okay.
thought
And
you,
you say
you
this-
thought you were going to be living off your Patreon money.
No,
by
I
February.
thought I was going to get 1,000 day one.
I think the show has a ton of potential.
It does.
It does.
You know, and also you say this all the time. Seinfeld, the first season of Seinfeld didn't do well, so
Right.
you gotta give it like.
You're talking to Frank and me.
I know.
You know how we're not successful yet?
You know, like how this
Trust
show,
me, it's on its way.
$165. We'll kill for that. Right
I'll tell you,
How many episodes have you
I have a
guys put
small
out?
following right now, but the following that I do have are very loyal.
Good, yeah,
and
there
they're
you
really
go.
nice people.
Yeah,
and
so-
I think they would miss me if I was
That's
gone.
like the following of our show.
Right,
Yeah,
I
like I get like I know
I like a
I know
little-
who's listening.
I like who listen- I like to know
which
who's
is
listening.
nice because like I rather know, you know. And
So then I message Mike Racine because I go on his show quarterly, just to
Yeah.
boost my ratings. And I message him, let me come on and sit down. He goes, well, we're kind of full right now. What a fucking cunt.
Ice.
And I used to like this Mike Racine, but I heard he had a problem with this Pete Davidson joke I did.
So I'm
Now
going to
you
go
said
on.
it.
Casually,
I'm going to go on the Kumia Network next week. But Pat Dixon has invited me on.
we're eating at Joe and Pat's, and casually Frank brings up that Mike Racine messaged him after he read my face.
Was he really outraged?
He was outraged.
He said he thought it was tasteless and not funny.
All right. Yeah.
That's his opinion.
I mean, maybe the
I
tasteless
thought the
part.
same thing about his Conan set, by the way.
Which one?
The first one was good.
I actually like both. I'm not gonna,
Okay.
He can be a nice guy, but he can be a little snarky.
I could see that. But he's from Princeton, New Jersey, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't know him. You know, so
I only met him twice.
I only met
He's a
him.
grumpy guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should cheer up.
calm down.
Yeah,
He's got a good
Doing
podcast
fine.
going. He has a nice wife, Matt Anderson.
His girlfriend is a doll.
His girlfriend's from here, from Staten Island.
She's beautiful. She's educated. She's smart. She's kind.
good. Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, good for him.
But then again, I always have a question
Who
on my
named-
friends' girlfriends.
Yes. You heard that we learned this earlier.
Yeah, I can't control
Who named the
myself.
show? You named the show.
I
right?
named the show.
The Sit Down.
Yeah.
Because at first I remember you saying it was going to be called the Shine Box.
I wanted to call it that.
Well, yeah, I think the Sit Down does have a
then
better
I
ring
changed it to the Sit Down.
Vibe.
That's a better ring.
Yeah.
if you had like a black co-host, it'd be like really good.
I picked the first couple of people. I picked the first couple of people we talked about. I picked Roy DeMeo, and he looked into Roy DeMeo, and he goes, "Why do you want to pick this guy? He's just a fucking a murderer." So we pick Roy DeMeo. Now you go on
That's
YouTube.
the show,
We got
no?
6,000 views.
Yeah.
Well, everybody loves Roy DeMeo. He's a fucking icon.
You know, I was on the comments and I was looking up a few of the episodes of the show, and there's always this one guy commenting on his show, some like old gangster going, "These guys don't know fucking nothing."
Yeah.
And like he can barely spell, of course.
Yeah.
It's all he's like, "These fucking meatballs."
You know what I noticed?
Yeah.
I go on Reddit and I'll type in my name just to see what's going on.
Sure.
So I noticed something different. The other day I typed in my name and all these Chapo Trap House subreddits were all talking about me.
Talk about you.
I don't know how I figure into that. I didn't even have time to look through it.
I never listened to that show. I don't.
I have nothing.
good.
I have
What's with the name?
I have
It's
nothing to
just
do with
an ironic-
Chapo Trap House. It's a progressive show.
Yes.
Why aren't they talking about me?
But why
Because they
that?
love Italians.
Why that name? It's like it's just an ironic
It's
name.
just an ironic name,
Okay. Yeah. I
There's
just,
different to it.
We're talking about
look-
Chapo the drug dealer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's just like a parody thing. He's just trying to do whatever.
and you listen? You listen?
Yeah,
to this?
I listen every Monday. It's they have its moments. I watch it.
I'm sure the
Yeah.
show's good. Yeah.
Red Scare's the best.
Red Scare with the two
Rescue's
Russians.
really good. I like if it's like Red Scare. I listen to like in pieces. Like I do every week. I'm behind.
I
on it.
love their voices.
You like their voice?
Oh my god, it's like medicine.
Yeah.
I love those voices. I love those two girls.
And what do they talk about?
Mike Racine said you should go on that podcast. I could never go on that podcast. If I go on Red Scare, I'm not going to say anything.
What are these girls-
I'm just going to sit there and stare at them.
What do they look
I do.
like?
Yeah, you
I'm
don't know much about Eastern European
No,
political competitions.
not that I don't know about politics and shit, but I would just be entranced in their vocal cords.
Well, if I go on with you and I can be the filler.
I'd rather just
Pop
listen
them
to
up. I want to see what they look like.
They're both hot. They're both
They're
attractive.
they're Russian. They're Russian girls.
Yeah.
Do they have like a Russian accent?
No, they're American.
They're Russian American.
One of them, Dasha, sounds like a cliche white girl from the
Yeah,
West
she
Coast.
sounds very valley.
Oh yeah, I seen her titties on.
Yeah?
yeah. She did like a sex scene. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, she did.
Really?
She's an actress.
Yeah.
And Anna is, I don't know if you're into this sort of thing, but she's super, super intellectual.
Yeah.
And that shit turns me on.
I guess so.
Oh, I love an academic whore.
Yeah, it's cool. I like a girl who can read.
I love an
Bro,
academic.
I love a girl
You know what it is about her?
reading.
She's academic. She also likes working class guys, and she likes older guys.
That's
Okay.
the one
Let,
he's talking
let me see.
Yeah.
Which one's the one with? I'm guessing.
And the producer who they fired is also hot.
they fired him.
They fired now. There's only 2 of them now.
Well, the one girl has short hair. She looks like weird sideburns.
She also she's
that's
like
Anna.
she's still in her ugly duckling stage.
No, she's hot.
Well, the stage is over. She's like,
they're also starting to talk about Anthony and Opie subreddit too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot actually.
Yeah, don't bring up that subreddit.
bring up that
We're in a legal battle right now.
feud.
Go listen to last week's
never
episode to
mind.
find out.
No, we cut
Okay, I
that
saw the
out.
pictures.
Forget I said anything.
The producer's hot, Meg. She's not with the show anymore, but she was very hot.
And have you been offered to go on there? Or?
No.
Not yet?
I this is what happened. I said on the show, I said on the sit down that I'd like to meet Anna. I'd like to take her out.
Yeah, right.
So Mike sent her a text that Frank Terranova wants to meet you. She was like, "Who's that?" So then he had a Christmas party. And he invited me. He says, Anna from Red Scare coming to the party? He goes, yeah. So I deliberately didn't go because I was so fucking shy.
Oh, really?
But then I found out she wasn't there anyway.
Oh, okay.
Peter Ravello was there. I would have ended up talking to him all night.
Yeah.
I could talk to him at the Grizzly Pier. I don't have to go to fucking Bed-Stuy.
Right.
I can't talk to him anywhere.
He doesn't talk much, but he's a nice guy.
He's all right.
He's very handsy.
Whatever.
Handsy.
Yeah.
Straight
He's always
Pete.
touching me. I don't know.
Really,
We should pay him more money to the Fifth Borough Comedy Festival.
He's the only man bun on Staten Island.
Yeah, he gets away with it here.
Yeah.
You know?
When I first met him and he said he was from Staten Island, I was like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Isn't he a
It was weird.
vegetarian too?
Yeah.
Yes. He's really going for it, Pete.
Yeah, he is.
I'm a vegan, but I had pizza today.
He's an insomniac because he's so woke.
Right.
Oh man,
You are a vegan, yeah. Well, and when's the last time you had meat?
Today, probably.
1993.
Wow.
With cheese.
You don't miss like chicken parm and
No.
Really?
I don't like cheese much.
I miss chicken parm and I had it 3 days ago.
I'm gonna have when I go to England. I'm going to England, BTW and BT Dubs, and I'm gonna have fish and chips because when in Rome.
No, it'd be
do what
great
the Romans do.
if you just happen not to go to England and Mateo goes there.
He messages this girl.
Is he planning on coming?
Hey,
I don't have enough money, but I can probably.
I heard Frank got ghosted by you. I just want to say I have all 7 tracksuits.
I love Mateo. I enjoy his company.
Yes.
but I don't think I want him coming to London with me because I'm going to be nervous, and he makes me more nervous because he's always like, he's very intense. So like, I'm going to be on the plane, and then he's going to be like, "When's this plane going to take off?" I don't know.
He also,
I fly a lot, so I like planes. I can just,
I'm gonna take an arm.
you would go with him.
I thought it was
if
trains.
it came up and had the money, yeah.
Yeah, you love transportation
I'm
methods, large
gonna
machines.
This is my thing. I'm not
Yeah.
afraid to fly because I don't. There's a very small chance that the plane's gonna crash. I do have problems sitting still.
Yeah.
Right.
And not being able to have the power to just get up and leave if I want to. And when you're on a plane, you can't get up and leave. So it's a 6-hour flight. So I'm going to go to my doctor and go, give me something. Like, I don't know, Xanax, Ambien, something.
Yeah, you're gonna probably take something.
Yeah, I got
You don't drink on a flight. You wouldn't drink.
I don't drink
You don't
anyway.
like to drink.
I'm not a drinker, no.
Yeah, but you like margaritas at the creek.
I like margaritas
Yeah.
at the creek.
End of May, we're going to read a blog post. It's like, this guy on this flight I was with tried to tell me that affirmative action is bullshit. It's so weird.
Affirmative action is...
Okay, this is not
No,
supposed to
go
keep
on.
going.
No, I wanna
This is not...
affirmative action is a form of discrimination.
I agree.
And I don't like discrimination.
Right. Because why give the guy a job who's not qualified? But
You know what's
because
funny?
he's black, it makes
It's
no
so funny. I was on Janet Hyde's podcast, and I like her.
She's a nice girl.
I do. I've grown to like her. And
You called her a
she's
cunt like 6 months
yeah,
ago.
but now I like her now. She goes, women don't get that many spots. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
They get a lot of spots.
I know.
But those spots she's referring to aren't the ones that they get because they all stay at that bar show level and they can get in any.
It's
like,
true. Yeah,
Yeah.
They get
So like she might be talking at like that like theater
and also,
kinda-
like, new girls get a ton of spots,
Yeah.
and then once they've been around
Well, we were
3 or
talking
4
about-
years, people stop.
we were talking about the girl before at the
So that's
pizza.
a Bonnie McFarlane.
We were talking about the girl before at the
Well,
pizzeria.
Bonnie McFarlane's really funny.
She's
so-
a genius.
She's talented.
Bonnie McFarlane.
Who you saying?
She's my
No,
favorite.
we're talking about Shayna Goodman. And
Oh, I
I'm
love
like-
her.
I see her on like every flyer now.
Oh, now she's.
You know
And I
why?
knew it. Like,
there's a reason for that. She's
hot.
the best looking woman you'll ever see.
Yeah.
She's so fucking beautiful.
She's a very attractive girl.
because the guys that
She's
run,
more than attractive. She's
Yeah.
a 9.
because the guys
Really?
that run shows,
Not even a comedy 9. She's a 9 on the street.
yeah,
I guess but like guys that run shows, they just want to hang out with these girls, and they just book them, and that's why you're on the show, and they delude.
I
themselves into
sometimes
being
go
funny.
on his Instagram just to cheer up.
Yeah, I mean, but that sucks for them,
If I'm
'cause then they
having a
get stuck
bad
at
day,
that level.
if I'm having a bad day, I just look at Shayna Goodman's face and I feel better. And I don't even know her personally. I mean, we know each other. We talk, but
Yeah.
like she's so pretty.
Yeah, I pay a tribute all the time.
She is so fucking pretty.
Steve, what were you saying? What were you
Printing out photos.
No,
You got the only manual.
she
printer in
deserves
Staten Island.
she deserves this much mention because she's a fucking beauty.
In terms of looks, but the comedy.
She's a raving beauty.
She knows she's not good.
I don't know. I never saw her tell a joke. I just know that she's fucking pretty.
She probably won't tell one anytime soon. Anyway.
I don't know. I don't. You know what? I don't care.
You know, yeah, just the way she looks.
She's very. She's nice to me. And
I never even
and she's downright gorgeous. So
Yeah, but like, there's like funny female comics who don't get booked as much as her. Like, you know, that,
Well, Frank, a lot of
I
the
can't
comics
name
you
any.
like are females.
Yeah.
Like it's ironic.
Sally
Everyone-
Smith-Fitch and Mariah
She's-
Sterling.
Yeah, they're funny.
There's a stigma against it, but they do get a lot of spots. You know, and
Sure. I mean, nobody wants to put on a show that's just all men, because then if there are women in the crowd, they start to be like,
Oh, Greg
Well,
and Rob,
this
though.
is- yeah, you guys are some of the few.
and I'm renaming my shows Muscle Daddies.
Muscle Daddy.
That is a good name for
That
a
is a
show.
good name for a
That is
show.
not a bad name for a show.
I got it.
Book Sam Morrison on it.
You should open up you should call it, start a bar show in a gay bar. Call it Muscle Daddies. That'll be packed.
you ever do a gay bar bar show at a gay bar?
I did an open mic at a gay bar.
Yeah, we did one in Rochester, and,
Oh, yeah?
and the two biggest gay guys. Just,
Oh yeah.
one
Like
guy.
a bundle of sticks.
Oh yeah.
One guy had saliva on his. Ugh, disgusting.
But they
I'm
were
sure it was saliva.
they were the gay. They were
Biggest gay as in they're very gay, or they were like jacked gay?
no,
Oh no, just
gay.
really.
Because I
gay.
love a jacked gay guy.
Yeah.
This guy's not
Hell
taking
yeah.
shit from anybody. This guy has been beaten up a lot, and now he's
Yeah,
on the other
I'm
side.
Muscle Man, Gandy Savage.
Muscle
You know what my thing
Candy
is about
Sam.
why I would never cross the line and have a gay experience? First of all, I don't believe I'm homosexual. But second of all, I think
That's the only reason you need, by the way.
that's one of the main reasons.
I'm not
The main
gay.
reason is I'm not a homosexual. The second reason is men smell a little bit,
Yeah,
even when they wash.
a little.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like women smell better than men.
Sure.
of course you do.
I would say so.
Yeah, and I'm very sensitive to smell.
and that's where it stops. You're not gonna.
Yeah, I don't want a smelly guy.
Yeah, I would just say you're not. I'm not gay.
I'm not gay.
Yeah, I don't want to.
But I like twink porn. That's what it is. But
You just want like a well-oiled twink, like who smells like lavender.
I just like. I think that I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Can I
You
say
like-
that?
do you like the gays?
Like this kid Kyler Moss. I'm a fan of his. If I met him in person, I would be like, "Oh, I like your work. I like the guy. I think he's a good actor."
This is the porn star.
The porn star. Yeah, he's one of them.
Like, you're not a guitar player, but
Right.
you like Jimi
Yes, I
Hendrix.
can
Yeah.
appreciate Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Right there you go. Yeah.
He's a Stevie Ray Vaughan of twink porn.
He makes the same noises too.
Twink porn. I support that you watch twink porn.
Thank
It's
you.
good.
I'm trying to be the kiss of twink porn.
Well, so when did you start watching this?
About I want to. Well, I lately a lot, but I want to say, when did I start doing my gay porn joke? Like
A year ago.
3 years ago.
2014.
And 10 years ago, if you would have told yourself I watch gay porn, what would
I would never
you
watch
would never
it.
watch it,
Yeah.
right? So I guess
Well, actually, if there's two guys who are macho, they start. I'll be like, ew.
but that is
But
kinda,
when I see a twink, it's almost like a girl.
right, yeah.
They're almost like. We want to see a picture of this kid.
No,
Do you ever watch
yeah, I mean,
transgender porn?
I was
No, I
just
don't
about to
like
say
that. I
I
don't
was
like
just
that.
about to say that.
My keywords are twink and femboy.
Is it just me? Is every transsexual have a giant cock? Right?
Yeah.
Just every
It's
one
just
of
you.
them. Why you watch enough of that?
Oh, I've seen my share. So
Have you ever
you're
crossed
gonna-
that border yourself?
Sure, I got blown by a
You're-
trans woman once.
You're elitist from Connecticut. Have you ever crossed that border?
Sure, I've been on Grinder.
This
Come
is
on,
the guy.
that ain't half bad.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
see
a
the
girl.
guy.
He's got a great body.
Remember that show Queer
like
as
that?
Folk?
Yeah, that was fun.
What?
Queer as Folk. Remember that show?
Yeah.
No.
I think every guy wants to walk into a gay bar and be worshipped by men.
Yeah, I think that's what they think it is. It's just like it would be nice to be wanted for once,
See?
you know. I want them to initiate.
I'll find the other guy now.
It sucks to always just be chasing.
Yeah, you want to walk into.
I've been on Grinder and you just get 40 messages from people like, "I'll fuck you, and you're like,
Have you been
Can
on
I-
Grindr?
"Hey, thank you."
I've been on Grindr.
I've been on Grindr.
About 50 times, and because I can't every time after I come I delete it. But every time I'm on there,
This is exactly what I've done. Yeah, I got
every time I'm on there, I get 1,000 messages, and they're fucking harassing the shit out of me.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're all
Just
like
nice.
20 years old and really good looking. Mm-hmm. I got a bit about it.
Yeah, I used to get horny and I would
They're like,
switch my Tinder
this
to
one
men
guy, you know what he
and
said to me? He goes, I go, listen, I'm straight. I'll be honest with you. I'm looking around. He goes, listen, I'll come to your house. I will drain your balls.
Oh my God, Jesus!
I was like,
Straight
well,
guy. I mean, two buddies. Just hanging out. You can talk about football.
Yeah.
I was like, why can't girls be like this?
I know this is the problem. Is
I said this to Idris.
It's such a nice
what?
change.
I was
of
talking
pace.
to Idris Alton, the comic, and I told him about this. He goes, yeah, women don't know what men want.
Do men know what women want though?
No, way worse.
Okay.
Women understand what men want better than men understand what
What are
women
we in an episode of Friends? Let's
Yeah,
go.
well,
This is another one of my
this is
faves.
the same. See, that looks like a woman, but
Benjamin Riley.
Is it?
Benjamin Riley Reed. That's what I call him.
Steve, honest to God.
All right. Well,
Come on, you know that's good stuff.
yeah, I would. I mean, I would.
The dude.
I'm,
Come on,
I identify as like
oh god, I hate a
somewhat,
man's ass.
somewhat gay.
Yeah, what's it?
Let's go look a girl.
If you didn't know that was a guy, you would be attracted to that picture.
I rub dicks on him. No big deal.
These two guys are my fave.
That's cracking
I'm a little weirded out. I'm a little weirded out because I have the same body type
That's
as
what
that guy.
I was just thinking that.
I really look like that guy.
Look how beautiful.
Yeah, he has very striking features. He has very womanly.
How does he
features.
talk? Is he talk like feminine? Like
They don't say anything.
Why you look at me when he's
Their mouth is full.
See?
Yeah. Oh Jesus Christ!
He looks very happy to be doing that.
I am.
Oh,
Steve wasn't kidding.
I am not embarrassed to admit that I have a crush on Benjamin Riley.
You went from admiring this guy's work now to having a crush on this guy.
I'm not gay, but I
You're
want to
just an
fuck this
admirer
man
of
a
his
lot,
work.
and I am. In
I don't
want
want to have sex with him.
I send him money.
I just find him very, very attractive.
Have you looked at his Amazon wish list yet?
No, but he's on Instagram.
Do you follow him?
No, he's not on Instagram. He's on Twitter.
That was also
Most of them are on Twitter.
That was also very nice. On New Year's Eve, I get a message from Frank saying Happy New Year, and then I see a nude photo of a giant ass, disgusting fat girl's ass.
What?
Yeah, he sent me a photo. Who was the girl you sent me?
Sherry?
Who was that? That's
what strips?
She goes to the creek.
She's the one
Oh
that takes off her
yeah,
clothes.
Jesus Christ!
How many
Yeah.
comics strip at the creek?
Can I tell you something? New
one.
Year's Eve at the creek this year was so much fun. I went home at 8:30, but the mic was great. Mariah and Katsu hosted.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah.
who was there? Carlos Delgado.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. Who else was there?
I was.
You were there. I think Dom Leonelli was there. I want to say it was a fun mic. It was really
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I know. Like Pauline was there.
But I heard
upstairs.
the Legion of Skanks were doing
with the
something.
Skanks.
Yeah,
I left before it started.
Yeah.
All right.
I was in bed before.
Oh, you didn't do you didn't bring in the New Year at
No,
there?
I never
Okay.
bring
You're just
in the
talking
New
about- Okay.
Oh, really? You never do that?
Yeah, because it's sad. I get holidays bring me down.
Yeah, you've said this in the
Yeah,
past.
you were gonna kill yourself on New Year's.
That was Christmas
How are you going to do it hypothetically,
Sorry.
mentally? How are you?
with the stove.
Okay, that makes sense.
The holidays. I get sad. I get sad on Valentine's Day. I get sad on my birthday. I get sad on Christmas. I get sad on New Year's.
That's like
That's what
5
bought you
days.
that gift.
Yeah.
Huh?
The record.
I know. You helped a lot.
The
You know who helped me a lot? I got to say this. Not this past birthday, but the birthday before. Veronica Riosecco organized my birthday
Really?
at the Creek in the Cave. You were there.
Oh, I was there for that.
Yeah, she organized that whole thing. She
right.
bought me an album, Cyanide Fever on vinyl.
Yeah.
Her and her Igor, and it was so sweet of her. She's such a nice person.
That was one of the funnest nights
was a
that
fun
I
night.
had there. Yeah, like we just.
Was that when we all did the impressions of you?
Yeah.
that was so fun.
Also, by the way, one of the best looking women you'll ever see.
Veronica.
Oh,
man.
Gorgeous,
So cute.
I would have to check her out.
stunning.
You
stunning.
never seen her?
I don't think I've seen.
And also, she's like awesome and cool.
Yeah, she's around the creek.
I
She's
was
hanging
talking
out.
to Steven about it. I was like, how does somebody that good looking end up cool? Because usually when you're really pretty, you don't try to have a personality. And I think it's because she doesn't have big breasts.
Oh.
That's what made her have to develop
It's
a personality.
that simple.
You know,
Because when you have big titties, you don't have to develop a personality.
Yeah,
You know,
tell me about it.
well, I'm old school.
been there.
I kind of like tits, you know.
I know some people
I
with
like them
big
both.
titties.
I
have
like ass and
personality.
tits. I'm a face guy. I'm a face guy.
Yeah, see, I like a good pair of tits now.
Soon as-
Real titties, like not fake
in
titties.
2040,
Not the shit
Frank's
you
gonna be
like, Steve
saying-
Rubino.
Oh, what?
You elitist from Connecticut.
Now we're just trying to cover up for that
Steve's an
grinder.
ass man. He's an ass
I'm an
man.
ass
Easy.
man. In 2040, you're going to be like, you don't have to be developing a personality if you're a tight little twink. with a
Steve has
smooth
good
bod.
taste. Cara Fortuna was really good looking.
Okay.
He dated this girl Julie, very pretty. I like her a lot. And he dated Mariah briefly. Would you date?
We
You hung
were
out.
like
You
seeing
hung-
each other
yeah,
briefly for a little bit.
I love
last
Mariah.
summer.
I
That's
think
the, she's on your
question.
podcast, right?
Yeah, she's
Was,
my,
was the Mariah and Julie?
Did you just come?
No, I'm stuttering. I'm saying because you and Mariah over Julia. How does your terms of service work in negotiation?
Well, we don't treat it like a negotiation for one. If that helps.
But what do you do in the same area? Like in the same micro?
We say hi, ask
friendly.
how she's doing. I saw her at the New Year's party I was at with Mariah, and we caught up for a little bit. And
Mariah's a catch.
she's very cute. She's very funny. I like her a lot.
So there's no hostility.
I don't think so. We had a sort of an awkward situation because I am in love with this girl that I'm seeing now. And I had always been in love with this girl.
So why is
the
it
whole
bad
thing.
to call it a terms of service or negotiation, whatever?
Because it's a human being. That's why.
You know, I gotta explain what's going on. Mateo's sitting there with his arms folded.
Yeah, he looks
and he's
unhappy to be asking
interrogating.
these
And
questions.
He's confusing this whole dating thing.
He genuinely doesn't know. He's asking.
Yeah,
questions.
no, I know
he's,
that.
he's asking Steve as if he's like downloading an application. on
you can't treat a human relationship like it's an agreement.
He
or a
sincerely
contract.
just wants to know.
Yeah. No, he'll get there, Mateo.
You know.
Don't worry about that. Yeah.
Julie and I are totally chill. And
Okay, fine.
We didn't never.
Julie's interesting. She's a fun girl, but Mariah
very quirky.
Mariah's deep.
Yeah, Mariah is.
You ever date a black girl, Rubino?
I used to hook up with one.
See, this elitist from Connecticut.
That's another comic.
Yeah, another comic.
Tracy McClendon.
Really?
Yeah. We used to hook up.
Oh, actually, that's the only girl that he's been with that I'm not attracted to.
Really?
She's my friend.
Oh wow! I just repeated the same thing.
Very cute.
No, she's my buddy. I love her as a friend.
Yeah, she's great. She's very fun.
I'm not attracted to her in that way, but I like her as a friend.
Yeah.
You've been with black women, though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Quite a few.
He went back.
Quite a
He
few.
went back.
I do it a few.
Quite a few.
You ever date one? You ever dated
Yeah,
one?
for years.
For years.
Frank did that joke last night, and it
I told him.
it
So,
killed,
yeah. Like it was the. Yeah. And then I went
I
back.
dated like about 7 black girls.
Really?
Yeah.
You're like a Spike Lee character, Frank.
I've dated mostly Hispanic girls. That's mostly
Hispanic.
Yeah.
And you never dated an Italian girl, right?
One. Two. One when I was 16, one when I was
When you were
19.
younger, yeah. Yeah, they're very mouthy. I don't know. They're very.
You know what it is when I'm
I
growing
like
up?
a mouthy girl.
Italian American girls, when I was growing up, they wanted to get married.
Yeah.
I mean, now I'm sure they're different, but like
No, they're not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I
they
just
don't
was-
want to get married. They just want to stay at home with you.
Right.
Yeah, that's-
Every Italian girl I meet, like Bridge and Tunnel type, like they think it's weird that I wasn't married.
Well, that's what I mean. Like out here, like there's you get a job, you get a union job, or you work sanitation, and then you move in, you get
When
married,
I meet,
have a kid at 30.
I generally like to date girls in their 20s, but if I ever do, when I do date women that are older occasionally, the first question they have is like, you're 52 and you've never been married and you don't have kids? They just think that's strange.
Yeah, well,
It's not that strange.
no, it's really not. You're an artist.
It's smart, actually.
He's an
It is smart.
Why jump into it?
You would never date an older girl. You would never.
No, I don't think so. Because I still want to. I do actually want to have a kid and get married.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the rare time that I can actually jump in with something. My godfather, so he didn't get married and have kids till he was 55.
Oh, he's an inspiration.
Yeah.
Well,
So was
there's
David
hope for all of us.
Lemon did that too.
Yeah,
Gonna be
he's
married,
he's got 3 kids now. The oldest and the middle one are in college, and the youngest is I think just getting ready to finish high school.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
Yeah, there you go. But you would never date an older woman.
I don't. I tried and it felt weird. It felt.
By the way, did you understand a fucking word
You know,
he
so
said? I didn't understand a goddamn thing.
Whenever I talk to my young
Godfather.
friends, they always try to encourage me to date women my
Yeah.
age. But actually, I tried and it didn't feel right.
It just doesn't have that. And you were saying on your podcast that when you were younger, I felt this way also. When I was 17, 18, I used to look at MILFs and be like,
Yeah.
40-year-old women.
Yeah.
Now I find them repulsive.
No, but you know what? I went out with a couple older women, and what they want is really somebody to watch Dancing with the Stars with.
Right.
You know, they want somebody to be quiet with and die together. Like I haven't started my life yet.
Yeah. Well,
When do you plan on starting?
Soon, very soon.
that die together thing is kind of that's like the anti-poon.
Right.
I don't want to.
I want to die together.
Yeah, I don't
Kidding me.
die
I wanna-
together.
I want to die together.
I went out with this very attractive woman 4 years ago. She was 47 years old, Dominican, beautiful, from Staten Island.
Yeah. Nice.
And on the second date, she looked at me. She goes, listen, I'm no baby. I need somebody who's going to be here. She started reading me the riot act, and I never hung out with her.
Her
again, 'cause I
ex-husband
don't-
pitched for the
I don't need
Yankees.
that aggravation.
yeah, that sounds miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
I mean, especially like a Dominican woman just kind of yelling at you.
She said, you go out and you do comedy every night. I said, you know what? I said, let's talk about it. I said, I'll go out 4 nights a week. I'll hang out with you on the weekend, and I'll hang out with you like I'll give you like a Tuesday or a Thursday, so I can go to my. She goes, no, that's not enough. I said, I'm giving you 3 days a week.
Jeez.
She goes, that's not enough. I'm like, I think
second date, you're having a negotiation.
Yeah,
But Spanish women
Sounds
are
like
very
Mateo.
Spanish women are very needy, though.
she was very hot.
Yeah.
And let me tell you about the blowjob I received.
Yeah, Dominican woman.
Man, oh Manischewitz.
The one
Oh,
blowjob.
I can't. She would actually ask to do it. She'd be like, "Can I do it?" I was like, "Well, since you asked nicely." Like she initiated giving me head. I love that. Some of these younger white girls, they do it begrudgingly.
Right. They are very, especially those Williams girls.
My ex-girlfriend said, I said, "Do you even like doing it?" Because she was a terrible blowjob. And I said, "Do you even like doing it?" She goes, "Not really." I said, "So why do you do it?" She goes, "Because you like it." I was like, "Oh, don't do me any fucking favors. Actually, do me a favor." But I mean, it's like Starbucks. It's not the best espresso, but you take it.
You take it.
But, I don't feel like walking to Bensonhurst to get good espresso.
I feel like Lev Fur is hosting this podcast now, man. Lev Fur is like, you guys know that I get laid all the time.
That's his whole act. It's like, so I was fucking this girl. You guys know when you're fucking 3 girls at the same time, you forget their names. Everybody in the crowd is like groaning.
Is there a comedian that likes him?
I don't.
His friend.
His audience.
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Ronnie Lord. He also wears tracksuits, but he's not an endearing tracksuit.
It's not. Yeah, no, it's not.
Oh man,
Like he,
Dylan.
His
put him in,
podcast is
show.
very successful.
Weirdly.
Lev Fur.
Yeah.
First.
He's a total cunt. I don't know.
Is it
I
good?
find it
I
boring.
listened to it once.
Yes.
And it annoyed the fuck out of me.
Same.
I'm good friends with Daphne, who's his ex-girlfriend, and
She's a
Connor,
doll.
my cousin, and I would always make fun of him to her. And she'd be like, he actually doesn't like you guys. And we were both like, what? He
Yeah.
doesn't like us? He doesn't even know us. Now, granted, we don't like him, but he doesn't like us.
I wouldn't
we
be
were both so upset about
if he
that.
didn't like me, I really wouldn't care.
I've said it to enough people. It probably got back to him. We don't get along.
I get to a point where, like, also, like, I acknowledge the fact that he's like gotten to a little different level from us.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
The stand ain't opening.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a point. But
He'll
like,
be back at it once it's open. It's
like
just,
I don't really
very strange
like
to me.
I don't get hurt by like anyone that's a little bit above me or like even like I don't care if they don't like
It's
me.
someone like him. I just don't really
like open
care.
mic.
I openly
or the same
hate
way.
people. So
Yeah.
when they hate me back, sometimes I'm like, why does that person not like me? And Steve would be like, well, you hate them. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Is there anyone you like that doesn't like you?
Anyone I like, but they don't like me?
Yeah. 'Cause I have people.
That's a good question.
There's
Yeah.
no way. That just seems
I
impossible.
usually wait for them to like me first.
Yeah. It's weird.
You know why I started liking you guys? Well, actually, I saw you at Halyards, and you laughed during my set. So that was you were off to the good start. And then after the thing went down with me and Sam, you guys were on the slant, and Patrick Haggerty was shitting on me, and you guys defended me.
Well, I thought in that situation, I thought you were in the right.
Right.
Well, it's a different. Yeah. I mean,
But you also said that I'm your favorite comic in the city.
Well, yeah. Well, next to Mateo now, actually.
So then I messaged you,
Tough race.
and I thanked you for
yes, you
defending me.
did. Yes. it was
Well,
very nice.
I mean, I always like when we first started, we were in the backyard at the creek, and it was it was Frank, Conrad, and Tyler Richardson in the backyard, and
What happened to
everybody,
that guy?
and that room was packed. It was like the 4:00 Saturday when Rachel, I think Coleman used to.
Oh, that was when it was good.
Right,
That was good.
and it was a good mic. And I was like, this is like kind of cool because I'm like, these guys are all really good comics, and it's like these are like the undesirable people in the back. Like it's like because they had all these fucking jerk off comics and like kissing each other's asses.
Right.
And I was like, I really felt like I'm not the funniest person here, but I'm like, they're all funny, and I felt great about that.
Right.
I was like, I'm in
And
the back
then
with these
that's
guys.
where we saw each other every week.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you guys would go up, and I would talk during your set. I would
Yes.
talk to you.
Talk to me. I never.
Oh, that was great.
I
yeah.
I liked the fact.
I used to love that mic.
It used to be the easiest 3 minutes. Cause,
David Spector was like, "You're like the third brother."
Yeah,
He's a weird guy.
he's very.
I like the guy.
He's
You
okay.
like him, Mateo.
Yeah, he's okay.
You should. He's your. He's got your condition.
Yeah.
Is he
I was
autistic?
He
thinking
plays it
No,
up
he's
though.
not, man.
He plays that.
He's
shit.
not autistic.
I don't think.
Oh, 100%.
He dates.
Yeah.
He dates very successfully. So too successfully to be autistic, I would say.
He
Has he gotten another hot one besides the one he had?
I think he has.
Yeah,
Eh,
that's
whatever.
unusual.
I think he has.
Wait, who else is an autistic comic?
Yo, I should write down the list.
You have a
again.
list. Yeah.
No, like the legit, like a
You left
legitimate.
people off last time.
Besides Duca.
Anders Lee.
No.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
announced on Facebook that he has Asperger's syndrome.
Yes.
Oh.
Phil 97.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Adam Suzanne.
No.
I
He said
interesting.
yeah.
I don't think he's autistic.
I don't think he's autistic.
Asperger's is very.
Mary Houlihan.
Who's that?
She's like doing better than all of us.
I like autistic women.
Mark Random.
Yeah, Mark.
He's got to be
Yeah,
autistic. That
probably.
kid.
I didn't even consider him a comic.
No,
I
who's
think
real?
of like really awkward. Oh, Jeannie Hogan is like awkward, but I don't think she's
Joe
No.
Pera. Joe Pera.
No,
Parrot.
That's the kid that does the Buffalo Bills bit.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He's I don't think he's autistic. I
How
think that's
about who's the comic who's really bad?
That's
He got on TV. He's got really low energy. I don't like
Jacob
him.
Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy from MTV.
Yeah.
Oh, him.
I don't like the shit. He's a nice guy.
I've seen him at a party.
He's
not
autistic, right?
No,
I
I've
have
seen
no
him
idea,
drunk
but
and
he's on Wild and Out.
Yeah.
And I'll watch him on Wild and Out,
Is he
and then
Wild
like I'll literally see him at Creek like at like an hour later,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'll go, holy fuck,
He's really bad at comedy.
he's awful.
Has he?
He's a nice
you
guy.
saw him at a party and he got drunk.
I saw him drunk at a New Year's party because he's trying to bang Julia Schachter, and and he was not autistic.
He likes big women. He said chase after Emily Faith.
Yeah, that's why he's on Wild and Out.
And without we don't have to mention names. That's funny. We don't have to mention names, but I know one of the things that Frank you've been on your soapbox about is about guys getting passed at the cellar who aren't like yeah. And recently I saw a few of
There's
them.
a guy with a he has a name, but like it's first name is a bird and the last name is like a variation of comedy, right? That should never be a pass.
Have you seen his Instagram stories though?
No.
Have you ever seen them?
No.
He'll just post one of those question boxes, and he'll be like, "Do I have any secret admirers?" 40 responses will be like, "I want to suck your dick," and I'm like, "Damn, what is going on?" That's so funny. Like 20 responses. He posted a picture of a popsicle once, and it had different colors. And he put, "What color can you reach?" And all these girls were like, "I'm getting the stick," you know.
Good for
They were
him.
like, "I'm gonna hit the rapper."
Yeah, but
I was dying.
just to play devil's advocate, these are like the most hoodish.
I've seen some of the girls
radish.
comment back-to-back orgasms. That's their Instagram handle. or
How many
something.
of these girls made it past the 8th grade?
Not a lot. I mean, they have the reading ability.
They're the ones that call Steve Rubino the
How
white
many
devil.
of them are of the court? How many
these
of them?
women love me, okay?
I can see you getting screamed at by a black girl like that works at Pathmark.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Just you ask for a coupon, some black girls like,
no,
why
no,
you
it's
fucking
really funny.
No,
Whenever
not me, baby.
I look at it like this. It's not.
I get along
it's
great.
not quantity. It's
I call them
quality.
sweetheart.
Yes.
And I have at least 5 girls that like me.
Or
okay? So
intensity.
it's fine.
What's that?
Or intensity.
Blind intensity.
Intensity.
As we all
Yeah.
know.
But there are a few questionable people at the cellar.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot.
Well, it's become like a chuckle hut. It's very corporate.
yeah, it's weird.
As I was saying,
Yeah.
whenever
trying to
we're
get past
Bushwick
it.
and we're in a tracksuit and we're Jordan White, and the black guys didn't even give him shit because of the way he looks, he's white, and they're like, yeah, this guy's a real Brooklyn man.
Who are you talking about? What was that?
Jordan who?
Whenever go to watch movies with Jordan Rabels,
Jordan
yeah.
Ray.
we walk around the neighborhood, black guys give him shit, and he look at me like, why is this real New York Brooklyn man hanging out with this piece of like...
The last time Frank was on, we ripped up Brett.
Yeah.
And he's not that bad a guy.
Did it get back to him?
Nah, I don't know.
No.
Could have been.
No,
He just
said-
texted me while I was doing this podcast asking if I'll do a sketch, and I said I'm in the middle. He tried to call me, and I was like, I'm in the middle of Greg and Rob's podcast.
Oh God, what did he say?
He said Staten Island's favorite sons.
All right.
I'm good friends with Jordan.
He said Staten Island's favorite and least favorite son.
Oh, okay.
Well, there you go. Now I hate Brett again. No.
See, it's a snarky comment.
He's
like that.
so he's not a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy. We got off to a bad start.
Brett Rabo does for comedy what McDonald's does for hamburger.
Well, he is the prototypical tall white comic. He's the reason why people look at me and go, "Oh, fuck off."
No, I don't know about that.
What happened? It got back to him.
Does not look.
No,
anything.
he like only listens. The two of them only listen. Like they say, but I don't think they do. When I'm on,
Oh, this is our
listen
show when you're on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
they both said they don't do the whole episode.
Jordan is a really good guy. I'm really good friends with Jordan.
Yeah,
I like their sketches. Their sketches are very fun.
yeah, I was like, one of them.
So if it gets back to them,
I was in one, and they gave me shit for not blasting it out on fucking Facebook.
really, what'd you play?
Mafia guy.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
I was in one of their sketches.
I put
course.
terrorist.
Do you get annoyed with that?
Yeah, hey Frank, you want to come play a cop? Hey Frank, you want to come play a gangster? Hey Frank, you want to come play a cop?
What do you want to play though? Like what?
Romantic
Woody
lead.
Allen.
I saw the.
I want to do a romantic comedy where I fall in love with a twink.
I saw the.
It's never been done.
I saw the.
You know,
Yes,
like
it has.
how about an Italian guy who's
It's
in love
called
with a twink,
Moonlight.
Right.
and he's in the mob, and his father's embarrassed.
Starring Frank
Yeah,
Terranova.
It's not Frank
What
Terranova.
did I do? What, call me
And,
by your name or
and
something?
Benjamin Riley.
Plot line of The Sopranos. He goes off and fucks a
Isn't
firefighter
that
in
the
the
story?
woods.
Want to call me by your name?
Yeah, basically call me by your name.
We're gonna call me by your name, Vito. Call me Tony.
Do you remember the gay football player Michael Sam and his boyfriend was named Vito?
Yeah.
And it was like, when I saw that, I was like, ah.
Listen, I don't want to give anybody listening to this podcast the wrong impression. I'm not gay.
No one thinks you're gay,
I
Frank.
think you're gay.
You think I'm gay?
I think you're gay.
You think I'm gay?
I don't think you're gay.
You do really think I'm
I
gay?
think you're gay.
You think I'm gay?
No, I have other theories.
Nah.
Rob, you think I'm gay?
No, not at all.
No, I don't think you're gay.
You're old man.
I think you need to watch gay hypnosis porn. You ever see that stuff? It's like, you're gay, you're gay. And then you're like, by the
I
end
love
of it, you're like,
I love
think I'm
women.
gay.
I love women as well.
You love women so much that you love twinks because they remind you of women.
Yeah.
Maybe
Why'd you say yes?
Yeah. What he
So
said.
the two guys that I showed you pictures of
Right.
are fucking like stunning. They're beautiful.
Very feminine.
I
men.
would go with a girl who's. I mean, clearly my ex is a 5. I mean, I don't care if
You
a
like
girl's
being the
beautiful.
better looking one.
Yeah, I like being the better looking one. I date girls who are 6 and
True,
7s.
yeah.
I would never date a guy unless he's like a 9.9.
I think Frank's more of an admirer of beauty. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I'm an
like-
admirer
yeah.
of beauty. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All I was going to say,
Rob says a lot of wise things.
as I was going to say earlier, with
You know,
the
the funniest line Rob ever said, we're on the podcast, right? So I picked Bella Thorne as my number 1. So you guys are thinking of Bella Thorne from the Adam Sandler movie Blended, where she wasn't attractive. So I go, she says the N-word freely on Snapchat. So Rob goes, oh, wow, that is a good pick now that I have that information.
as I was saying, when you're talking about football players a million years ago, I was like, girl, drop to your knees and do the Tim Tebow.
There's like a reverse sexism. It's like if a girl is a heterosexual woman, but she goes, I'm not gay. I'm fully straight, but I would be gay for like let's say Bella Thorne. Or I would be gay for Charlize Theron. I'm straight, but I would be gay for Benjamin Riley. That's it. He's my man crush.
Well, when women are attracted to women, it's not Bella Thorne. It's always like Rachel Weisz.
Yeah, whoever it is.
Who the hell is Rachel Weisz?
Women have really bad
the
taste.
actor?
Older
women
Jewish
women
actor.
have bad taste in
They
women.
have bad taste.
Yeah, they
in
do.
women.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Especially
Yeah,
heterosexual
women.
women.
I was at a party not too long ago, and they all tried to tell me that Maggie Gyllenhaal was like one of the hottest women ever, and I
Oh
was like,
God, no.
She's
"What
not
are you
bad.
talking about?
She's not bad.
She's not bad.
She's
but
good
I was
looking
like,
in The Dark Knight.
they were all like Maggie Gyllenhaal's hotter
young.
than Jake Gyllenhaal.
She's good. She was hot in Secretary.
That's ridiculous.
Secretary.
Yeah. Oh right. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
She's actually
Cherry Baby.
Yeah, she's actually she's hot. She's not stunning, but she's cute and sexy.
I don't even like her name, Maggie.
She's
No,
a
it's
Scorpio.
all right.
She's a Scorpio. She'll fucking ride your cock till the
Yeah.
sun's come. She'll be like John Earl
She's a-
Jones.
no.
Who's the guy who said the British are coming?
Paul Revere.
Paul Revere. Yeah, she'll ride your dick like Paul Revere.
No,
I'll ride a
there's
woman
a
like
reference.
I have a joke I haven't done in a while. Like I would say like something like I'll ride like a city bus transit.
right. Right, you are.
You're obsessed with buses now.
He just loves transportation.
I do. I
You ever
really
see
do.
that?
Transportation
You ever
turns
see
him
that
on.
documentary about the guy who was always stealing MTA trains and just driving them like regular stops? He was just making stops. It was.
It
called-
happened in New York City, right?
Yeah, it was a guy who was autistic, and he was he had memorized the trains and the schedules and the maps, and he would wear the uniform of MTA people and steal the keys.
Yes.
And just ride the buses or the trains perfectly. Like everybody was like, "This is the best conductor we've ever had." Obviously,
His name was
He was a
Cosmo.
criminal.
he got arrested over and over and over.
The poor kid wanted to be a bus driver. They wouldn't allow him to take
This is
the
a true
test.
story.
Yeah,
True story.
They
Happened
made
like
a documentary about
happened
him.
about 4 or 5 years
And
ago.
he just had a passion for driving.
And he
just
wanted to be an
loved
MTA
trains.
worker. I think he watched like The Honeymooners. He wanted to be Ralph Cramden and something like that.
Holy
And,
shit!
uh,
That is
so funny, right?
I know something like that.
And he apparently
couldn't stop stealing trains.
He loved
and you know what? Apparently, it's really easy to steal trains.
Then he would go home and threaten his fake wife.
One of these days, he's down. He's got
You know
Down
what?
syndrome.
You know what doesn't
One
happen
of these
anymore?
days, darling.
I feel like this always used to happen back in the 80s, but it doesn't happen anymore. Puerto Rican kids going into the Kentucky booth and talking on the speaker.
Right.
You don't hear
Yeah.
that anymore.
You don't do that.
I miss
Yeah.
that. They used to go, yo, motherfucker, next stop 14th Street and shit. Like, you don't hear that anymore.
I think it's harder to get into them now.
Oh, it used to be easy, I think.
Yeah.
Back in
Well,
the day,
they were all
they used
run
to go
down
in there
and
and
broke.
beatbox.
That was the in the
That's fun.
beginning of John Leguizamo's special.
Oh, yeah?
He used to do. That's how
Freakomatic?
he started
Yeah.
doing comedy.
Yeah.
and
What's it
he
called?
would go on the. He'll do that. Yeah, it's called Ghetto Clown.
Freakaholic.
John Leguizamo. I
Clowns are insane clown posse.
no, this was the name of the special.
John Leguizamo.
But I like John Leguizamo. I think he's a really good actor.
He is.
He's-
Benny
he's-
Blanco.
Yeah, I like a lot of New York actors. I like Michael Rappaport's very good.
Oh, he's great.
Leguizamo, Bobby Cannavale,
Nicholas Totoro,
Yeah.
John Totoro, Anthony DeSando.
Anthony DeSando's underrated.
He is underrated,
Yeah.
isn't he? You know, I'm so glad
Yeah,
you
of
know who
course.
he
He's
is.
a guy to recognize in Saints.
Yeah, he was also in New Jack City.
Yes.
And Out for Justice.
Yeah.
And he was Brendan Falone on The Sopranos.
Yes, they killed him off almost.
He's great in
instantly.
this movie called Kiss Me Guido. You ever see that?
I heard of that movie. I never
It's about
seen
an
it, though.
Italian guy who responds to an ad that says GWM and he thinks it means guy with money.
Yeah.
So he goes and he ends up living with a gay guy, and it's like the cross between the Italians and homophobic Italians and gay actors, and it's so funny.
I'll give that a watch.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm a fan of his. I like
You
him.
would love Kiss Me Guido.
Yeah, I gotta give it a
It's
watch.
a great movie.
I'll watch it too.
He
I will.
Yeah,
he was great in Guide of Recognizing the Saints.
yeah. Frank the
That
Dog
was-
Walker.
Yes. Yes. That's ironic. Who was also gay in the movie.
Yeah. Frank the Gay Dog Walker.
Gay drug addict in the movie. That was a great New York movie.
Be like Job.
Yeah. Shia LaBeouf was in it. This was before he went like fucking insane.
I spoke to that director on this is back in the day.
Dito something. Right?
Tito Montiel.
Yes.
I spoke to him on MySpace back in the day, and I said, listen, I think you're a great director. That movie's great. He goes, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I always love getting feedback.
Yeah, that's a great.
He's a really good one.
He directed a few movies
Fighting.
afterwards. The movie with Channing Tatum.
Yeah,
right?
Fighting.
And Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
But Terrence Howard kind of fucked up that movie. He
Yeah,
was
too much acting.
Too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an over actor.
Yes.
Big time.
Yeah.
He's a big time over actor.
And Channing Tatum's very reserved, so
Yeah.
it didn't mix well.
But I love Anthony DeSando. He's in a lot of movies. He's like he was on L.A. Law. He played Vincent
Yeah.
De Palma. Yeah, I've been following his career for years, and I don't understand what it is that he never got that
Never
role
broke out.
that made him break out. But he's still working. I always go on IMDb to see what he's up to.
Yeah.
And he has no social media.
No, he was very funny in Beer League. Artie Lang.
Yeah, he was in Beer League.
Yes, he comes out.
And he's really good looking.
He's a good looking man. Yes.
Yeah,
And
Am I talking about who's good looking too much?
he's a good looking man. Kevin Corrigan's
Sexy
very good.
type
Yeah, he's a
body.
great actor.
He's really good. And I don't know why I like
Artie Bucco's a great actor.
Joseph something very
He's
Yeah.
very good on the
John
Sopranos.
Ventimiglia.
John,
That's his name, right? Yeah.
Artie Bucco. He was in Mickey Blue Eyes.
Yes.
He was the temperamental painter.
There's a great scene in Mickey Blue Eyes where he's just like when the girl his like girlfriend's like jealous. He gets jealous of his girlfriend, and he's like yelling at her off camera.
Yeah.
It always makes me laugh. I love that.
Bruno Kirby was great. Remember him?
He's very good. Yes, and
The Freshman. You ever see The Freshman?
I've never seen the Freshman.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
But they stopped making a lot of mob comedies.
Yeah, because The
They stopped
Sopranos
making-
covered everything.
Yeah, they stopped making
The
mob
Sopranos
movies
was a
in general.
comedy.
And early on,
You know what's a good mob comedy? Wise Guys with Danny DeVito and Joe Piscopo.
I've never seen that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I've never seen Johnny Dangerously. Wise
You know who's
Guys.
an underrated? He's dead now. May he rest in peace. Ray Sharkey, underrated.
I think I've thought of mob comics for not new, but in this like 21st century, Corky Romano.
Oh God, that
I
sucks.
like that movie.
Oh, no,
I do, yeah.
that sucks.
I like that
No,
movie. So much.
I can't get on board.
No, I can't.
so
That's
bad.
It's so bad.
How about
Yeah.
Cookie? You ever see
Good.
Cookie?
Yes.
No, I never
With
seen
Peter
it.
Falk?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, he was a great actor.
Peter Falk is in Corky Romano.
Yes, he plays the
Yeah, he
father.
plays the father, right?
he plays
Peter
the
Falk is
father.
great.
Yeah.
No, who was a great actor, and Peter Green.
Yeah,
Oh,
I met
that
him
is-
at the Grizzly Pear.
Right?
him?
Yeah.
He came over to me. I was like, he told me I was funny. I was like, I know who you are. You in Laws of Gravity? You ever see Laws of Gravity?
No.
Oh, that's such a good fucking.
I'll watch anything with that guy.
But you know
Yeah.
what's-
Laws of Gravity stars in
Yeah.
it.
I know it's kind of a kids movie, but The Mask
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Jim
yeah.
So
Carrey.
good.
He had,
Oh, my God,
He had a
love Jim
heroin
Carrey.
problem. He had a
He
heroin
does.
problem.
My uncle saw him on a train once.
yeah.
He all fucked up.
Jim Carrey still does.
No, I'm talking about Peter Green.
Okay.
But the movie The Mask, he was great in.
You want to see a great movie with Anthony DeSando? Federal Hill.
Federal? I know you told me about
Yeah.
that. That's when Nicky Totaro.
Nick Totoro and
yeah.
Anthony DeSando.
Yeah, I gotta give that.
Takes
a watch.
place in Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah, that's
It's a very Italian area.
yeah. It's a lot of times I don't know.
Peter Green's great in Permanent Midnight. With
Yes.
Ben
I met the
Stiller.
director of that movie because I did a play called 86th Street.
Oh, Federal Hill.
Yeah, and he came to the play, and I heard him laughing. I heard him laughing through the whole fucking play.
Yeah.
And then
Were you-
afterwards,
Were you in a play or you wrote it?
I wrote it and I was in it.
Okay.
So he came over to me afterwards. He goes, "You're doing a lot of good stuff." I was like, "Can I tell you something? Federal Hill's the best fucking movie." I just started raving about Federal Hill. So then the guy who was our mutual friend goes, "I'm going to talk to him. But maybe you could write a script and he'll direct it." I go, "Yeah, let's fucking do it." But it never happened.
Never happened.
Yeah.
You ever see Trees Lounge?
Yeah, it's
with
all right.
Buscemi. You didn't like
It's a
that
little
one?
slow.
It's
Chloe
a little-
Sevigny's in it.
She's in it.
I love her.
Yeah, she plays like a 13-year-old.
By the way, hint, hint, she might be on the box draft next year.
Oh yes, I know. In the middle of the episode, you're like, "Oh fuck, I didn't put her on my list."
I can't believe I didn't put her on the
Yeah.
list.
7 years.
I don't know if there's a better looking woman on planet Earth.
Last Days of the Disco that came out.
Such a beauty.
What that was in '99.
You know what she is? A natural beauty.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
She's all right looking.
She's polarizing. Some people don't think she's good looking.
She's good looking in the '90s. She has
I
that
think she's
90s
good looking
grunge
now.
look.
I think she's
What's
aged
she look
like
like now?
she's
She's better
aged like a
looking now.
fucking like a bowl of cello.
She was never involved in this Me Too sort of.
Not
She
yet.
doesn't talk that much.
Yeah.
I would think
Another
she,
thing I like about her.
She's a little more down to earth.
Rose McGowan's very involved.
Well, she's been hurt.
yeah, she's.
But I
very
love
much.
Rose McGowan too. By the way, she might be on the backstreet thing.
She might be on the.
I love Rose McGowan.
She has a sex tape now.
Does she really?
Rose McGowan on the show Charmed. What a fucking beauty.
Yeah, she was also very good looking on
Scream.
and Scream.
She was the best one going in that movie.
What do we got? Her head cut off?
Yes.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
the garage door.
The chatty
Yeah.
broad.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to see the movie The House of Jack built with Matt Dillon.
I gotta give that a
I gotta
watch.
watch that.
Oh, it's so great.
New York actors are underrated. They're
the best actors.
and they don't. And there's no real. Not anymore. There's nothing really.
My favorite
They're not-
actor.
there's no
I
roles
got to
for
do
them.
a top 10 actors. But my favorite actor, I don't know if I should give it away. I'll wait till I do a top 10. But
Give it a second. It's not De Niro, right?
No.
No. Where would you rank De Niro if you had to?
Top 3.
Yeah.
What about Pacino?
Top 3.
Even with the last 20
So
years
who's
of
the
work.
third one?
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey.
He's your
Rourke.
favorite actor.
He's my
of all
favorite
time.
actor.
Well, younger Mickey Rourke was great. Like Diner.
Do you like the wrestler?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie.
think
Black
Mi-
Swan's underrated.
Mickey
too.
Rourke in The Wrestler, I think top 5 performances ever.
You know, he went
It's
away for a while,
really
but it
good.
wasn't like he lost.
He was
wasn't like-
just I'll tell you what happened.
Yeah.
He had a rough
I'll
childhood.
tell you what happened.
He had a rough childhood.
Yes.
His father left him, which can really hurt you.
Yeah.
Then he moved to Florida. He had a sadistic stepdad. I don't know what the story is, but his mother was very passive. She looked the other way, and he was abused as a kid. His sister cared about him very much. His grandmother cared about him very much. So he had like some foundation. They gave him money. Said, "Go to New York and be an actor. You want to be an actor." And the sports didn't work out because he wanted to be a boxer. He wanted to be a baseball player.
Right.
So he said, usually when sports don't work out, you go into arts. So he went to New York, studied acting, and he became an actor very quickly. He was scooped up very quickly. And then he lost respect for it because he's like, this is women's work. He's very masculine.
Yes.
And he didn't like being told what to do by the producers and shit. He was very rebellious, turning everything down. He turned down Raiders of the Lost Ark. He turned down The Hunt
turned
for
down a
Red
lot of stuff.
October. He turned down Beverly Hills Cop. He turned down everything. And he would take these little obscure movies because he's like, I'm an artist, you know? And it kind of hurt him. And if you got a bad reputation, somebody's hard to deal with.
I think he also turned down Vince Vega.
He turned
Pulp Fiction.
down the boxer, Bruce.
Oh, he turned down
Butch.
Bruce.
Yeah,
Bush.
okay.
It was written for him.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And he turned down Stuntman Mike. That was written for him.
But he was great in small little movies like Buffalo '66.
Oh, he was
where
great.
He's like
Yeah.
he plays the book.
The Pope of Greenwich Village.
Well, that's him in his prime.
A year of the Dragon.
Angel Heart.
Angel Heart. 9.5 weeks. I mean,
Him and De Niro didn't get along on the set of Angel Heart.
no, but it worked. They didn't get along, but it worked for the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he felt like
He didn't like De Niro.
De Niro wasn't friendly because De Niro's not friendly.
He called De Niro a dick.
Yeah, he felt like he goes, I'm the better actor. You know, he's like, which I think he is actually.
Yeah, you
and
put him ahead of him.
he was like, fuck De Niro. That's like me. Like
That's what he said about it.
I could picture like I look up to a comedian,
Yeah.
right? Then I get to open for him, and he's a dick to me.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, because I tell you who I used to look up to. I used to look up to Tony Danza just because he was an Italian American who made it.
Right.
And then I was working as an usher in a theater, and he came in, and I was so excited because I knew he was coming. And I was like, hey, how you doing? He was like, fine. And he put his head down.
Yeah.
I was like, what a dick.
Yeah,
You know,
I don't know.
I
He was a
never
dick
liked
to
him
me.
in any. Well, I never watched Taxi, so
I love
That's
Taxi.
his big. Yeah.
By the way, top television shows.
yes, Taxi. But no, he was good in Don John. I don't know if
as
you
a
ever
dad?
seen that
Yes,
movie.
very good.
Did you like the movie?
I didn't like
that
the
movie.
movie.
Awkward. I saw it like opening night with my grandfather. It was
The porn movie?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
You know
yes.
who's great in that?
Oh,
And I was surprised because I normally don't find her to be a good actress. Scarlett Johansson.
She was very good at
She
it.
was
She's good
so
at it.
good.
She's
She
like so Jersey.
she played an Italian American girl, and
Yeah.
she did
Nah,
it. She did it great.
She was Jewish in the film.
I know.
she was
Oh,
Jewish in the movie, actually.
Oh,
but she
whatever.
plays an East
Whatever.
Coast.
Yeah.
New
And
York
she,
girl.
I was really surprised at how good she was.
She
He was really hood.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt was not right for the part.
he was
No,
not.
he's not.
Well, I
They
didn't like
killed
how
the
they.
movie.
I don't like how they went for that Saturday Night Fever like reboot.
Yeah.
And of course, like he has like this, like the.
I didn't like his friends.
his like the
his friends,
casting. Like he has a black friend. and
Yes,
he has,
I
like,
hated that.
It's like, dude,
and they also
Oh, yeah,
never.
by the way, in the new King Kong, the girl that he takes to the top of the bridge is a black girl.
That's just weird.
King Kong on Broadway.
Oh, really?
All right.
You know, Don John. Don John.
It's okay though.
Vicious.
Don John. The reason why I didn't like it, first off, they didn't explain what he did for a living throughout the movie. And he
I like his floofa.
And like they had a lot of potential. Like I thought the movie was really good. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he can't play a fucking Italian guy.
He was good in Brick. You ever see Brick?
I like Brick.
Is so good.
Yeah, Brick is great.
And he was good in what's the movie? Not Looper.
You ever see
Looper.
Mysterious
Oh, yes,
Skin
Looper.
with him?
Nah.
Mysterious Skin?
I can't watch a movie.
But Looper,
Honestly, outside of that,
Or Mysterious Skin.
Mysterious Skin.
Why?
It seems creepy.
It is creepy, but it has twinks.
what are you gonna say?
outside of 500 Days of Summer, I really
But it
liked
makes
him
it
anything.
ugly.
What Looper?
Yeah, it is sad.
Looper's the one with Bruce Willis, right?
Yeah.
No. What's the
Premium
one? With,
Premium Rush.
right. I liked him in that. Not Looper. When he plays a young Bruce Willis, I didn't care for that. And he also make the faces weird. And he was in
500 Days of Summer.
Yeah, you like that one.
Oh, do I like it?
Yeah. Do you think that's like what? That's like an all-time.
I don't like it.
I
Great.
think it's the best movie. One of the best movies I've seen. It's one of the best movies I've seen in the last 20 years.
Really?
Yeah, you like that, right?
Why?
I like the movie.
Everything about
but
it.
I wouldn't.
I disagree. I think both of them are horrible.
You've never been in love.
We're talking about the,
Yes, I have.
the cat.
Not him. Not the guy.
Yeah, the guy is a dick.
He's a great guy.
No, he's
The guy in 500 Days of Summer. He's such a great guy.
No, he's a dick.
He's a sweetheart. What are you talking
He
about?
tries to add things on her that she didn't put on herself.
Oh, you sound like a woman.
Thank you, Steven, for saying what I was trying
Check
to
your
say.
penis at the door. Get out of here. That's a fucking guy's movie about how fucking shitty women are to us. And she's a
You
cunt.
didn't understand
She
the
leads him
movie
on the
at
whole
all.
fucking.
She
She
do-
leads him
yeah.
on like
Zoe
crazy.
Deschanel.
This is an incredible misread of the movie.
Yeah, you're misreading the movie.
Famously, he's said in interviews that if you see it this way, you didn't watch the
Oh,
movie.
he didn't write it. Get the fuck out of here.
He just acted.
The guy,
I met so many Summers. She knew what she was doing. She knew this guy was in love with her, and she should have fucking did the right thing and not sleep with him. But she kept fucking sleeping with him for the emotional support because they're fucking users.
Yeah, they don't end up at the end together.
He ends up with somebody hotter, Derek Jeter's girlfriend.
Oh, Minka Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then they play that song. She's got
You know,
I
think she was the one for Derek Jeter, by the way.
He just had another kid yesterday. You
The
heard
best
that?
role in that movie is his sister, giving him all the advice.
yeah.
Who was the sister in the movie?
I don't remember.
Chloe Moretz.
Chloe
Oh
Moretz.
yeah, Chloe Moretz. Yeah,
She's a
that's
hot
right.
little monkey.
She's
Oh,
hot now. That's the like. You remember when Louis put out that movie and she's like in her bathing suit running around.
Oh, I love you, Daddy.
I love you, Dad. Yeah.
Right.
Who else is in the movie?
I love you,
Minka
Muscle
Kelly.
I
Daddy.
kind of want.
You love
Now
that.
there's a
Muscle
movie. I love you, Muscle Daddy. I would watch it. I kind of want to see that Louis movie just out of curiosity.
I watched.
I tried watching it. It's not good.
No,
It's not.
No.
Not a lot of the stuff he did was really any good.
What'd you think of the show?
I love the show.
I love the show.
The show was good.
I like the show a
A little
lot.
pretentious.
Ours and Pete was okay.
It wasn't original. He robbed a little bit from The Sopranos, and he robbed a little bit from David Lynch.
What Louis? The show Louis?
What was
He had David Lynch on the show.
I know
Yeah.
because he was stealing.
He
from
was
him so
great
much.
on
He
that
was
show.
robbing from him so much. He's like, I better have this guy on the show. It was like part Sopranos, part Twin Peaks.
What was the movie that he was big? He was into Louis.
Putney Swope.
Okay, that one.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, Putney Swope. He used to watch it.
I want to see that.
Yeah, you can see like the influence from that movie to Louis.
Yeah, the show. I liked the
The show was good. I didn't like. I liked. I watched Horace and Pete, and that's the second one that he did with Steve Buscemi, and it was average. Like,
But why
people
didn't the movie translate? Because
I Love
of
You,
the
Daddy?
Scandal, or just,
I only watched clips. And I didn't like hate it. I never seen the movie. I watched clips of it.
he was going for Woody Allen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Black and
and he
white.
shoots it in black and white.
I mean,
Joe Pesci said he sucks at comedy.
that's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
You don't like.
Pesci
You
said Louis
you're not a
sucks at
big
comedy?
fan of his.
No, I don't think he's good.
Even like
I don't like his stand up, and I also think he was holier than thou in his
At
work,
some
in the way he
point.
carried
Yeah,
himself.
he
Yeah.
was.
And
Yeah.
you know, and now we come to find out he's a creep, and he tried to ruin women's careers.
Well, yeah, I heard that. Now I heard he blackmailed.
He tried to shut them up. His manager tried to shut them up,
manager, right?
and he stopped them from getting work.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to read more into it.
Dave Becky, it's amazing to me that he's still able to work in this business as
That's
a
his
manager.
manager.
Yeah, he manages
John
Amy.
Mulaney dropped him as his manager.
He
for that
managed. Good for
reason.
him. He manages Amy Poehler, Kevin Hart, and Bill Burr.
Wow.
All three of them should kick him to the curb.
They make enough
Bill Burr
money.
did a whole thing where he talked about this, and he was basically like, "He's still a good manager." It was like, yeah, he is. He did do right thing for like a really committed manager.
But don't you feel like
but
if
like
he- yeah.
ethically, it's kind of creepy.
But if
that
you feel
he-
like he's good at his job, it's like keep him. I do feel that way.
well, I can
Like,
see
if it's
being like
for
he's
you-
good at his job, but he's an evil person. You could see
as
dropping
somebody,
him.
you
John
know,
Mulaney doesn't
listen to
need
this.
to help.
I have a
You know?
I had a mother. I have a sister. I have a lot of friends that are women, and like that I would fire him. I know it's easy to say this when you're a nobody,
Right.
But I would. I can get another manager.
Yeah,
I-
any of those people could do. Just
And I'm the
fine.
last guy to
The
take a
other man
stand.
did.
But this is something. It's a no-brainer. I would fire him.
And what did he exactly do? He
buried their careers.
He was helping.
That's what happened.
Louis basically said, "These women are trying to ruin my career. Can you shut them up?" And Dave Becky did his little bidding. So, as far as I know,
And then they tried to get work as comics, and he would he threatened them.
like because Dave Becky basically said, "If you tell people about this, you're never going to work again."
Yeah.
Okay.
And-
But did like when you say like he tried to ruin their careers, like was he calling up clubs and being like these people are
It
bashing
never
my
got
client?
to that level, but I
there
don't really
was an
know.
article. It was published in Vox. It got redacted immediately, claiming that, but they updated it now. So, like the update removed that particular sentence.
Everybody
from
who's
saying-
been called out, I don't find funny. I don't think Cosby is funny.
I never
I
liked
don't think
Cosby.
Louis is funny.
Louis,
I don't think Aziz Ansari is funny, but I don't think he did anything wrong. But I don't think he's funny. So, I'm just happy.
Pretty much,
that-
yeah, I agree with that. Everything when it was been called out, I don't like.
I don't think
humor-wise.
anybody who's been called out, TJ Miller isn't funny.
I agree. Strongly.
All the
agree.
funny guys haven't done anything wrong.
I bet somebody could
you
meet
know,
you,
you know
Dice.
who's a prince to women? You know who's a fucking prince to women?
Andrew Dice Clay.
Andrew Dice Clay.
I
He's
bet-
a
I was also
fucking
gonna say
prince.
I bet somebody's got a story.
No,
about him.
nobody's got a story about him. Nobody.
he's a very
Nobody.
loyal guy.
I was going to say Anthony Drizzleneck. There's nothing about him right coming out.
Because he's a homosexual.
Gay man.
Yeah, he's a
He's
gay
not
guy.
gay. He's not
Yeah,
homosexual.
he's good.
Gay
Yeah,
man.
he's pretty good.
Where you
Pretty
been?
good.
No, Anthony Drizzleneck.
He fucked Amy Schumer too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
that
makes-
proves
but,
he's
that
gay.
makes
That
him
proves
really
he's
gay.
gay.
Yeah, he's really
Yeah,
gay.
that
makes him
means
even
anything.
gay.
Amy Schumer is a human pig.
It's like having sex with a Cabbage Patch doll.
She did tweet something with that recently on Instagram, like Couch Patch.
Her arms look like 2 loaves of ciabatta bread.
Dice, I've heard that he's like really good with women, and
Yeah, they love him.
I hear he's good with young comics too. Like,
Yeah, Dice is a prince.
Yeah, he's a good guy. You could tell.
Yeah, who's better is Evan.
You
Dice
could tell.
Clay. Yeah.
I heard Hari Kondabolu is a creep to.
Oh yeah,
Young
Bobby?
I'll tell you that.
Hari Kondabolu.
Yeah, Major. I'll tell you a story about that afterwards.
You can say. You
Tell
can
me a
tell.
story
No,
right
no,
now.
tell the podcast.
You're
Personal.
going to
personal.
talk about it on the show.
Oh, it's a personal.
Yeah,
podcast?
yeah.
All right. Well, we don't want to get involved with that because I don't want to. I don't have to
It
contact
won't be-
Fassel.
It won't be funny if it's personal.
That's all I
to
need.
contact Fassel and get it taken off the internet.
Get
Yeah,
sued.
like, Fassel, do me a favor.
Yes.
Is that why you talk to Fazio to see what you can say on here?
Nah,
Yeah, there's other stuff.
there was a situation that happened.
There's so much shit I gotta get off Facebook.
Yeah.
You're slandering people.
Not as myself.
It's always fun to come on the show.
Yes.
It
Thank
really
you.
is. I enjoy doing this podcast.
I
yeah, well,
appreciate it.
yeah.
You always have an open seat.
No, thanks.
Now Steve does too, I think.
All right,
I'm going to
yeah.
have him on with James Martillo. I'm going to try to
I
sort that
really
out.
do want
I
to
did his
yeah.
podcast with James. I think it was not great.
James threw him under the bus. He said the reason it wasn't good is because Steve. And then the second time he did a better job, he goes, "Yeah, it was the company you had. Yeah, we had a good team."
Second time I did a better job. And it
No,
was,
I like the one they did an episode, and I had to edit it because they were like waxing poetic about fucking Dan Wicks and the differences between Casatano and fucking
Right.
And I was like, nobody's gonna get this. So it came down to it's the shortest episode I ever did, 32 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
32 minutes.
I could only take 32 minutes of it.
But
And I love Steve and I love James Martillo.
but he was great on the episode with Jacob Bly. By the way, it's one of my most downloaded episodes.
Pontillo does my podcast. He's another guy who we kind of like let him whenever he comes on.
You know what I like? This is the thing. A lot of people, my friend Espresso Mike.
Yes.
He messages me sometimes. He's very busy right now because he just had a second kid. But he messages me sometimes. He's like, "Why are you having this person on? Why is Kevin Janaway on the show so much?" I go, "Listen, I need bodies here.
I think.
I book 18 people a
Yes, I think eventually you go with the selective 10.
Yeah,
to
like
15.
obviously you guys. I like
Yeah.
having you guys on. I love having Jess and Mariah.
Yes.
I
Together, yeah, they're
I
together.
often said if I ever got like an opportunity to have a show on Cyrus, and they said, "Who would you like to have as your co-host?" The first people I would call is Jess and Mariah.
Yeah.
because there's something about us three. I mean, I'm good with most of the girls that I have on, but there's something about me, Jess, and Mariah that it's just like. It's smooth. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it.
Yeah. You're 10 to Terranova there.
Oh, but them specifically with those
Yes.
two
Yeah,
specifically.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not you're not biting with her. But I love the Pontillo Ryan Mulholland episode because you really
good.
are.
I want to do an episode.
Did you listen to Frank? Is that Patreon or iTunes?
Yeah.
That's it's the funniest thing ever because I don't know what Pontillo's so upset about, but Mulholland, I get it, and Mulholland's a very funny comic.
He is.
But they are so miserable. And at one point, I'm listening to midway through the episode. I'm like, how the fuck? Frank is usually the miserable guy on the show, and Frank's like, yeah, well, this is going really well. And you hear Mulholland go, oh, fucking.
Can I tell you what happened? Yeah. I think this is just when this British girl started flirting with me.
Yeah.
And I got my passport, so I was in a really good mood.
Yes. He goes, I felt so bad. Frank goes, well, I'm going to England to do comedy. Silence. And Mulholland's like, why would you do that? I wanted to message Frank, like, no, you go to England.
Rory Mulholland's so fucking funny.
He's a miserable.
So funny. So miserable.
He is the funny.
I love him.
Yeah,
but I want to get him on
He's
here.
like an old guy.
He's an old man. He's 25.
There's a comic.
I can't believe he's 25. When he said that, he goes, I'm only 25. I was like, oh, I didn't even realize it.
How old did you think he was?
I thought he was like at least 28, 29.
There's a comic in New Jersey, right? This black comic who carries a stool around him at all times, like a stool that you sit on,
legit,
right?
yeah.
Right. And we were outside the Stress Factory, and he comes over with his stool. And he's like showing us the stool and shit like that. And Ryan Mulholland just goes, I did a show like 2 weeks ago, right? And in the back of the room, I go there, and all the stools were broken. Just not fucking breaking eye contact. It broke this guy's spirit.
Yes.
And he just turned around, put the stool down, sat on it, and just stared at Ryan Mulholland for like 5 minutes.
It seemed like he wanted to fight.
Oh, it was so funny.
I miss him, though.
He's the best.
First off,
such a good writer.
He's a great comic. He does act outs where they're not obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's great. Yeah, he'll come back.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
He'll work at a steel mill for a week, and they'll be like,
He's got a job that
Steel
he
mill?
doesn't. I don't know what I don't
think this is.
Well, he's an old man.
He's moving
That
in.
was a joke.
He's moving in with his lady. That's a kiss of death.
Yeah.
Because once you get serious with a girl, your dreams go down the toilet.
You don't think he's gonna move? You don't think he's gonna go back to comedy?
He's a good job too, right?
I know he makes a lot of money.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
He's very That's what I gathered from that episode.
Well, neither do I, but I keep doing it for some reason.
Yeah, but there's part of you like it.
I love
subconsciously.
I love doing the mics at the creek.
Right.
I love being.
Ryan should be podcasting.
I love being with comics. Yeah. I love podcasting.
Yeah.
But shows I hate. I hate shows.
I don't know.
Yeah, same.
I hate shows. I love mics. I love podcasting. I love hanging out at the creek in the cave. But I hate performing on comedy shows.
You know your audience when you're doing the mics.
They love me. The comics love. I've come to terms with it. I'm a back of the room comic.
Do you ever think you would be a comics comic?
Well, it's
when you first started.
No, I didn't know I would be a comics comic. And there was a period of time where I was worried about it, and there was a period of time where I didn't like it. Yeah. But I've come to accept it and be proud of it. Because you know who else is a comics comic? David Tell.
Mark Maron.
Colin Quinn.
Well, not Mark Maron.
Anthony Jeselnik.
Yeah.
So I'm in Nick Nanny, Dan Licata, Tony Zarrett. I'm in good company.
Yeah.
I'm in good. Everybody I just said is fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
People who bomb at mics, like Maddie Smith and Eagle Witt, they kill shows. They kill shows.
Every show I've seen Maddie Smith.
But they kill shows, but they're not talented.
Maddie's okay.
No, she's not. She's really untalented.
But then again, I
think there's a certain thing you just can't take away from her.
But she murders with a real crowd because real crowds are fucking stupid.
That's a skill. It's a different skill. I mean, it's obviously just a different type of comedy.
But how about guys who you see?
She's not Andy Kaufman. She's not Richard Pryor.
How about guys you see who go up at mics and bomb, and then at shows they bomb, and you're just like, when do these people do well?
When they're sleeping.
I'm like, I don't understand. and then I see like, they'll get a spot, they'll get multiple spots. I'm like, when do these?
Somebody told me Tomas Delgado runs a show. And he doesn't want to have me on because he's my friend, but he doesn't want to have me on because he figures they're not going to like me. And he's not wrong. I said, have you ever had Nick Nanny on? Because that's his boy.
Right.
He goes, I've never seen a harder bomb. And let me tell you something. Nick Nanny, in my opinion, is one of the funniest comics in New York City.
Right.
Top 5. The roof goes off the place when he goes up. But sometimes real people don't get it.
Yeah.
But I love his comedy. Like my side hurts when I watch him. Literally, you've seen him kill, right?
When a lot of these guys, they will find their audience.
Jeff
Yeah.
Wesselschmidt, I think, is absolute killer. I
Great
see him
writer.
at the
Great writer.
Pine Box.
Who's that?
Jeff Wesselschmidt.
He's a great. He's not a good performer, but he's a great
I
joke
see,
writer.
at the Pine Box, he's just tearing the roof off, and I've seen him on regular shows doing fine. He's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, he's auditioned for Just Will Last many times, and they were like, nope.
Yeah, again, like they'll find.
But he's just a talented guy.
You'll find an audience because there are comedy nerds out there who like support that brand of comedy.
It's just like right now, nobody's looking for art. It's like nobody's appreciating art right now. If this was back in the day, we never would have saw Andy Kaufman. We never would have saw Dice. We never would have saw Roseanne Barr was a character comic just like Dice. That was a character.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was a great. People don't realize this. People just see her as Roseanne, but I'm like, she was a great.
She's a great
stand-up.
comic. Yeah.
Well, they're looking for diversity. Clearly.
Charles Fleischer.
that's-
I don't know if you guys know who Charles Fleischer is. He did the voice of Roger Rabbit. Great comic.
I don't know who that.
Great
I don't know
comic.
who it is. But I mean, I know it's like it's trite and everyone knows.
Well,
what
it's
they're looking
weird.
for.
Like even in people
But-
that we know that were on television, it almost seems like someone's
they-
someone puts them there because they can like promote.
It gets
their-
worse and worse every TV appearance
Oh, man.
I watch of a lot of these comics.
All you have to do is go to those YouTube comments. You go to those YouTube comments, and every comment trashes the comedian. It's
Yeah.
Aside
amazing.
from the problem
A
with
few people have had good sets.
like these
And
people,
I'm not
these
saying they
people,
have bad
these
sets,
people
but-
that kill on shows that don't do well with comics. It's number one, they're not good writers. Their jokes are not sophisticated. Their act is not sophisticated. That's why comics aren't laughing, and they're hacky, and that's why they're killing with real people. But they remind me of the people that always got 90s in school, but then you talk to them and they're dumb,
Right.
Yeah,
Because they
Oh, yeah.
know how to get a 90 on a test. And I think these people that we were talking about previously know the tricks.
And what's interesting, they never get any critical recognition. Like Time Out New York's never going to put Eagle Wit on their 10 comedians to watch.
Not
this
yet,
year.
though. I mean,
No, not ever.
Not ever?
Because
Okay.
he's not in the Brooklyn scene, and he's not doing anything interesting online. He's just killing in front of tourists every
I
night.
don't even hear anything when these people go up. I just hear noise. And another thing that's a problem is they're booking people based on affirmative action. Most bookings are affirmative action bookings, so they're not looking for the funniest people. They're looking for the women and the homosexuals and the Muslims, and that's who they're looking for. And the safe black guys.
I listened to Eaglewood on my friend's podcast, the Gooncast. Give them a plug, one. And I was interested to hear him because I never because
I like him. I like him personally.
It's a forum like this. They're talking and. They brought up comedy, and he didn't have any takes. Or it didn't get me. I like. They brought up comedy, and this is what you do, right?
What were you expecting? An intellectual statement?
I was expecting something and he didn't give me anything.
No, I mean-
not saying he's not a good comic, or anything like that.
Everybody tells me he kills, and I'm like, fine, whatever. I don't care.
I've never seen him, so.
Like I know really
I've
bad.
seen him at Mike's.
I was talking about another comic who's really bad, who's getting spots because he's Muslim, and I was like, that guy's really bad. And somebody said to me, but I've seen him kill. I'm like, yeah, well, anybody could fucking kill.
In the right room.
Not
yes.
every day though.
No,
It is a
I
something.
can't kill
It's
every
like
day.
a different
I got a
skill.
low batting average.
Yeah, you do.
Fuck you. You have no batting average. You're still in single A ball.
But,
fuck out of here.
But you are
He's playing for Scranton,
but
Wilkes-Barre.
If you went to New Jersey or out here,
Yeah.
you would destroy.
I was talking to Matt Nagan last night because he's done the French.
Yeah.
And he told me they're going to love you in the UK because they're not afraid to laugh.
I'm sure you're gonna do well. I feel like Phil Philly would do like
In the UK?
Yeah, I told him that last night. I was like, you should go with
You know
it.
what Phil's problem is?
Smuggle
Phil writes great jokes, and his biggest problem is getting them out.
Yes.
His delivery, because of his condition, his delivery stops him from. It fucks up his timing.
Yeah, but you know what?
I could deliver his jokes better than him.
but I watch him and like
Part of his appeal is that he is.
yeah.
moron.
So I watch him and I go like, that's just part. That's Phil. That's
When he
his
does
delivery.
that face where he goes,
That's the funniest look of all time.
I watched
that
that,
would disgust people if he was at a
No,
club.
sorry.
Yeah,
He does that face. It's repulsive.
people
and
would
it's so funny.
You can't. That's why if you put him at like a dinner crowd,
Yeah.
that would disgust people.
this is what he does.
alone.
Phil, because Phil's like a little wiry
Yeah.
kid, but when he goes on stage, he goes like this. He puts his chest out. He goes, "Yeah, I'm having trouble with the women's."
Oh, actually,
That's a rape
he's
joke.
always kind of amazed when he's taking the.
I love his saves. Like
blinking.
when it doesn't hit, he goes, "All right, maybe I'll get
Maybe
back
I need to
that."
rewrite that tag. He just said the N word 4 times in the joke. He's, maybe I need to rearrange
This doesn't
that.
seem like my type of crowd. I'll be like, he goes, now I know what my niche is.
At the Stress Factory, the same competition, the March Madness.
How far did he go?
They kept putting him in. The only time I saw him there was the first round.
Yeah.
And he goes up, and I saw the people in the audience were visibly upset. And I saw one person look like they lost their appetite. And the comics are at the bar area. They're cracking up. Everyone had to watch him. And they just kept pushing him through. I think he almost won.
Phil got called to the creek last night, right? They pulled his name out of the bucket and they called him. And people ran in the room just based on him getting called. He was like the fourth name. And it also,
How did he do?
No, he didn't go up. He's with you.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The three of you left together. And they're all so full. Every comic's so full of shit when they rip him. I'm like,
no.
But why do you always want to watch him then?
I told Fazil, make sure he goes up early. He goes, I can't rig the bucket. I'm like, fuck you.
Oh, Fossil's. Okay, whatever.
Fucking
I don't like the rep Fossil.
My counsel.
Yeah, you can't talk
I'm
shit
sick of
on
a
your
lad.
legal.
I don't like when people praise Phil and they're like, but I'll never say it publicly. I know a few people who repeat
There
his
are
jokes,
people, yeah.
and they'll be like, well, I'll never say.
He's got this great joke. I told him he should open with it. He goes, a lot of people say it's hard to be a woman these days. They say, it's hard to be a woman. I don't know if I agree with that because from what I could see, when you're a woman, you get to do a lot of amazing stuff, like sucking my cock.
That's this joke.
That's such a great opener.
It's so good.
It builds tension.
His N-word joke is incredible.
He's got
wants to say the N-word.
bunch of them. Yeah, he's
a lot.
I have this girlfriend. We like different things in bed. She likes choking, and I like stabbing.
He plays a murderer rapist.
Yeah, he's a racist murderer rapist with AIDS.
Whenever I go out on a date, they always say the same thing to me. Phil, why are you wearing a mask? How did you get into my house?
My name's Phil, not no, stop. What's it? You know the wording. Help me.
He goes, women's, it's hard to date because they give mixed messages. I mean, their words say go away, but their eyes say rape me.
Character comedy started in the 60s. You had Jerry Lewis play an Asian guy.
No, not even earlier.
Whatever. But now we have this murderer rapist.
Yeah, he's
Viet Cong looking.
truly the most deranged character you could build.
Yes.
Who do you know that openly doesn't like him? Open
Ben Katzner.
Ben don't like him? Really?
A lot of women.
Just Feeney doesn't like him.
A lot of women I know
true.
do not like the guy.
Yeah.
They openly don't like him?
Yeah.
But
I know Kirshner doesn't like him.
But he's just
Mike Guild.
What's
Mike
yeah,
Guild.
Mike Guild.
Why?
Mike Guild doesn't like anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Why does my guild hate him?
He said he's a bad comic.
Oh,
Mike
that's
Guild
just-
hates people with mental problems.
he's undeniably funny though. Phil,
Yeah.
I think he's funny. I mean, you don't have to
Mike Guild.
At one time, Phil
Agreed.
987, Tom Takar came downstairs and he was talking to me. And
God.
Phil came over. He goes, "Hi, I'm Phil 987." So Tom Takar, you know how he talks and he laughs as he's talking? He goes,
Yeah.
"I heard you're the best joke writer in New York." That's a pretty good Tom Takar, by the way.
It's pretty good, Doug.
I gotta get these guys.
Hour and 20.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Look at
yeah.
the
Cut it.
We got to catch that boat.
Still in the bathroom.
He's in the bathroom.
We got a
so.
3-hour tour coming.
You got to stop yelling at him. He keeps yelling at Zombie
Why?
because they have They have so much tension.
Two cancers.
Sexual. It's very intense.
Two of anything can't be together.
They have so much tension.
There's 3 Scorpios in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One Gemini and 2 Cancers.
Frank loves that. The Stein. He was actually.
You went on Elise Edwards' podcast?
No,
Did they release that?
I think she probably wanted to have me on, but the other one vetoed it.
Who's the other one?
Why?
I don't know. She hasn't had me on.
Was it-
Because
This
you
is the
call her
thing.
fat constantly?
She hasn't. I don't say that. She hasn't had me on. Number one. Number two, she knows I'm really into astrology, and she's done my podcast, so I assume that I've been vetoed.
Elise is very funny, though. It's cool.
When was the time we saw Frank at the mic and some fat girl was in the front row?
That was so funny.
Oh yeah, that was the 4 o'clock mic.
But he said something that
And I was at 4 o'clock, and even Adam got upset. I was like,
Adam got upset.
He's kidding.
What did I say to
That
her?
kinda-
I forget what you said.
I
I
don't
said she has to
remember.
go get something to eat.
You said something like that, but it was funny. She goes, "Oh yeah, walking up the steps will give her a little help." Like something like that.
Yeah.
And her and her friend heard you say that, and then I walked outside.
crying.
I saw the two of them crying into each other's arms, going, "We're gonna make it in this city.
What? Literally?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
He's a jerk. And
they were like, I thought I came to New York because they were like from Portland.
Yes.
Like, I thought, it would be liberal here.
yes, they're like, we're gonna go to the next mic. I got smoking a cigarette outside. I was waiting for Rob because we got done with us.
Are they still comics?
I've never seen them again.
No.
They were so upset.
Of course not.
They were very upset.
So many
Bummer.
people get so many people get upset by my comedy.
Because she went up before you, this jolly oversized
Like
woman.
fat broad, yeah.
Yes, this jolly girl, and she's like and she was doing the whole like I thought she was doing the whole like I hate men thing. She probably thought that the Creek would like that stuff.
Yeah.
She's bombing, and then her black friend went up, and then she's doing the whole white
might have
people the
been there
devil
for this,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then
I remember.
you happen to follow them, and I don't remember what you led off with, but it killed. They were
man.
immediately embarrassed. They
They got up during my set.
left during your set, and then you said something about. Know what joke you did? You did the joke about you did the N-word joke with your mother calls Irish people.
Inside Out.
Inside out.
Yeah.
Yes. And you go to Colin Tyrell. Colin, can I say it? He's like, yeah, of course. And then you do the joke. They get up and they walk out, and then you said something about her being fat. And she's gonna walk up the steps, and then Adam was like, "Not cool, man." And
There was a day at Moon
I remember
Babies.
one time I ran the light and a comic was going, it's time for you to go. He's like a gay comic. I was like, who the fuck are you? And Adam was like, please get off the stage, Frank. And that's why I really don't do Adam's mic anymore.
I like Adam.
I love Adam.
He can be a real cunt sometimes.
I remember the time with
I like him, though.
that Amanda Holstein.
the Holstein thing.
Yeah.
I defended you guys that
Oh my
Yeah.
God! I never felt a crowd turn on me so quick.
What did they do?
They rape, marry, or kill.
I did a joke. I was doing a joke for a while. It was called "Rape or Fuck," and yeah,
Somebody got mad at you?
yeah, someone got upset.
Over a joke
You
like
might
that.
have been there.
I was probably holding a
I just
pitchfork.
said they have the right to say it. I said, I told her to shut up, and I said, Greg, finish the joke.
Right.
Rob, finish the punchline.
But these spineless cowards at the Creek and Cave.
We did like a minute. We did a
Killing.
joke. We were running. Like we're in like when you're in a groove and you have a joke that's new.
Yeah.
And we were running it, and I don't remember the joke, but it did very well.
And
then we did rape or fuck, right?
Yeah.
Which is a new, very very new joke. I won't defend
Joke
it.
that doesn't get old.
in the middle, in the middle of the set, I did what I was doing there. I would go up. We would go up, do a joke, riff with Adam. Frank would chime in. So and then everyone
Right,
loved
there's
it.
a pattern.
These spineless cowards at the Creek, they were loving it. We're killing. And then all of a sudden, one broad turns around, says something like, "Oh well, you guys are." Well, I remember.
Just shut the fuck up already.
She told us, "Shut the fuck up already." And I was like, "Woof," and I was like, "Who said that?"
I hate when women do that
Then
shit.
Frank said something.
Yeah, I told her to shut up.
And then we continued talking. But then all of a sudden, Shaq Stanley, he starts yelling at us. He's like, "Come on, bros, get off the stage, motherfuckers."
Yeah.
And then
He must have thought I was Norm Macdonald.
Right. And then the entire Creek, who we were just killing with, they just started going, "All right, get off stage, get off stage." And I was like, "Oh, okay, all right, guys, calm down. I'm just joking."
What
And then that
the
fucking
fuck?
Parafan went up. That's why I never forgive him for this. He went up and said something.
He's-
And then wrote a Facebook status about
They
it.
wrote a Facebook status about it, which annoyed the fuck out of me.
the best part of that guy dripped down the crack of his mother's asshole.
Yes. And know what's the origin of the story? That's how I started the podcast.
Wow.
That's true.
Incredible.
So what would a lady implied?
Yes. Well, that's all.
Yeah. Oh, that moment.
So anyway, I gotta get you guys back
And
to the city.
that's our time.
I had to close it all together. I had to put it
Sure.
all-
Wrap,
You
wrap,
understand
wrap.
that.
Oh, I know all about the production.
Where you gonna go? What you got a show tonight?
I was supposed to go meet my friend at a show at 7.
Ah, okay.
Is this the end?
Yeah, it's gonna be. This is
Do we
it.
do plugs now?
Yeah, do your thing. Yeah, I think we're gonna add this one first. I think.
THA TV on YouTube with Tommy Farrell, which I direct, edit, and mix. Also, you can follow me on all social media at the handle Angry Bastard, spelled the Quentin Tarantino way.
Okay.
Drop the mic.
Yes, he's done.
All right, you guys
Put it
follow my go listen to my podcast, Terradome with Frank Terranova. That's all I'll say.
You can follow me on Twitter at Shrubino, SH Rubino.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I got a show at Von Bar called Kissing Cousins.
Yeah,
You wanna
show my
come to that?
uncle.
That's
Go
about
see
it. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. All these Staten Island Goombas start coming to our goddamn show.
Oh, by the way,
We don't have any free pasta, okay?
new episodes every Thursday.
Yes. Okay. Zombie, you haven't got any words in. You have anything to say?
Plug the Super Bowl party.
Oh yeah, apparently we're having a Super Bowl party at my apartment.
Yeah.
Surprise to me, but
I strong arm zombie.
I was pressured into it. It's like I didn't want to do it, but they said if I didn't do it, they would break my legs or something like that.
Remember the time we did edibles, right?
Yeah, and you thought you were Mateo.
It's gonna be just like that. We're gonna have such a great time.
It's gonna be 10 times.
Who do you want to come? We have a few minutes, right? We have like 2 minutes, right? We'll do an hour and 30. Who don't you want here? Just name names. Go ahead. They're not going to listen. Name names. Who don't you want here? No company.
He literally looked at Mateo. They have so much tension. It's amazing.
How about I name a name and they can?
go ahead.
Okay, James Montillo.
I actually said he could come because I think like the status that I put up saying
He's cool with that.
I was having it. He's like, oh, why wasn't I invited? I told him say if you want you can come.
He can come by. Okay. All right. That's the only name I was trying to.
Very jealous. The jealous.
Montillo's gonna listen to this. And he goes,
Why the fuck wasn't I
he's
invited
like,
in the first place?
John Zombie's a good guy.
Zombie last words. What are you going to say?
Those were my last words.
Okay. All right.
All right. Go kill yourself.
And now, a thought from Geico Motorcycle. It took 15 minutes to take a spirit animal quiz online.
Please be the cheetah. Please be the cheetah.
And learn your animal isn't the cheetah, but the far less appealing blobfish.
Oh, come on.
To add insult to injury, you could have used those 15 blobfish minutes to switch your motorcycle insurance to Geico.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on motorcycle insurance.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. 30% of Americans who are planning home improvements of $5,000 or more will pay for those renovations with a high-interest credit card. That may not be a great idea. A better idea may be to take cash out of your home with a Quicken Loans 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 4.125%. APR 4.22%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate subject to change. Pay 0.88% fee to receive this discounted rate. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number 30.